You're live.
Okay, hello everybody. I am back fresh out of YouTube jail. And tonight we're going to do Ask Me Anything. Well, hold on.
Of
I'm
course.
going to fix
Of
that.
course. That never fails.
No, there's no way around it. Like
yes, there is.
Yes, there is. Just
You
listen
can
to
do
me.
it beforehand.
Yeah,
Trust me.
We'll figure that out later.
I'll give you my tips and tricks.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't need just the tip, even though we don't kink shame around here.
God.
Just to see what it feels like.
I think this is just
stop it.
plenty of an intro. I mean, this
Okay.
is Schrodinger's cat's intro every
All right,
time.
Yeah, it is.
Just once, Kick. We'll do just the tip. So
Okay.
just once,
Oh my God.
I'm willing to try anything. So yeah, I'm here with the usual cats and dogs, and we're going to do Ask Me Anything. But first, I'm going to unbox some gifts that I got. Even though it's not really an unboxing, because after somebody sent me a glitter bomb, I'm no longer unboxing unknown gifts on screen, because that could have gone horribly wrong. So
Can I ask a question?
no. So anyway,
He doesn't answer questions.
Is he being detained?
If you got something from me, say, would you unbox that on screen?
Is it a glitter bomb?
yeah, it would be a glitter bomb.
Shit! Ragical! You ruined it! I was going to send a glitter bomb.
No, the funny thing was, I got this glitter bomb in the mail, and it was like super heavy. And I'm like, what could be so heavy in this little box? And so I shook it, and I could feel that there was a spring in it, because it vibrated. When I shook it, you could feel the spring going back and forth. And I said, just let me check. And so I pop it open. Glitter goes everywhere in the kitchen. Mrs. Schrodinger's cat is super pissed off for like 3 hours. Got it all cleaned up. But if it had gone off down here in the studio, it would have been all in my keyboard, all in my printer, all over the camera, the lights, the floor, the everything. Yep. So from now on, I'm going to, pre-check these things, and then I'll show them. But yeah, I've got some pretty generous, a few pretty generous gifts that I'm going to show tonight.
Cool.
But first, let's go around the room. Kick, say hi. Say who you are, as if everybody doesn't already know.
Right. Well, if you didn't know, I'm Kick. I have a YouTube channel, apparently, and I do similar shit as Schrodinger. And I'm glad to be here with all these wonderful people, including the Dutchman without the accent.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know
Hashtag team no accent.
Team no accent. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm Danish, sometimes I'm German, sometimes I'm Norwegian, Swedish. I've
Fake.
even been British.
And fake. They said you're fake.
And fake. Yeah, I was fake as well.
Yes.
That's basically my intro. That's basically who I am.
Oh, and just so that way I can get it out of the way now, pasties are just titty fezzes.
Huh?
They are. I never thought about that.
Where did that come from?
I woke up in the middle of the night, and
Titty fezzes!
and Devon Bay was playing in the background because he puts me to sleep, and it just hit me. I'm like, holy crap, because I heard him talk about the fez, and I'm like, pasties are just fucking titty fezzes. And that was it. I typed it into the chat, and I went back to bed.
Nipples are the eyes of your face.
That was 3 days ago. So
Usually when I wake up, I just wobble over to the bathroom.
Wow.
Speaking of fezzes, I've got a new background. Everybody, get out of the way.
No, move the other way, so we can see the play button.
Yeah, I got the play button. I've got my
Yeah,
fez.
you do.
Got a couple globes.
I want a globe.
If I go this way, you can see my Navy officer cover.
What? You got a real background?
I've got
a real 3D solid background.
It's like I'm a big boy now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what a full day's work will get you, is an actual real background. So
Have you seen those globes that constantly spin on their own?
yeah, like the one that we live on.
Beautiful. No,
I was gonna say.
decorative ones. They're decorative ones. They're solar powered, and they've got a mechanism inside. They not just spin, they levitate and spin on their own 24/7. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of artwork. They also, I'm just saying,
Sounds like some
They're
Illuminati
expensive.
stuff.
they're expensive.
Yeah,
Though.
I don't trust her.
They use
Yeah.
magnets and solar, and
Sounds fake.
I hate you guys so much. I really
So,
do.
Cliff, say hi before we
Hello.
do this unboxing.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be here. I'm just going to say I'm a little disappointed you don't have the correct representation of the Earth behind you. There's no flat map.
I've got 3 different globes.
Yeah.
And no flat map. He's looking for a flat map.
Yeah.
I've got a flat map.
Oh, you do?
Oh shit! You should put that up on the wall over there.
This is the Norfolk Harbor.
Oh, he means a map of the flat Earth.
That's an actual nautical chart that we use
Is he not hearing?
on the bridge of Navy ships.
I think he's just ignoring you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And put your earphones on.
Gleason map.
He's
That's what
gonna-
it's called.
Yeah, the Gleason. Yeah.
Yeah, the
AE
Galatians
map.
that the patent for it says that it was derived from the globe.
Mm-hmm. It does, and they
Yeah.
ignore
So-
that every time.
So yeah, that one.
The projection of the Earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Gleason projection that it says right on it
Yes, it does.
that it's a projection of the globe.
Well, flat earthers like to project a lot, so
Yeah, they
it
do.
makes sense.
Yeah, there was a really frustrating debate on Modern Day Debate. Was it last night or 2 nights ago?
Every debate is frustrating on there. He can't
Yeah.
moderate.
Yeah, Nathan Thompson was one of the debaters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was just awful.
Were you at the after show? Because I was.
No,
I didn't see you.
I know that MC Toon had an after
Yeah.
show, but
Nathan showed up.
Yeah, I'm aware.
was a
I saw the
shit show.
thumbnail for it, but I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. But yeah,
He wasn't planned to show up. He was given a link when he went, because he's a narcissist. He can't not show if it's
Yeah.
something about him.
no,
I-
I've talked to Nathan Thompson several times, and
Yeah,
he's
he is.
always just been. He's the one that told me that Saudi Arabia was not in the Middle East.
Right.
Yeah,
He was blitzed,
he's always
super
blitzed,
drunk.
as if I can talk. But anyway.
I like it when he cries.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've never cried. Well, no, I did cry when Cat Nat died, but I think I can be forgiven for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bull.
Yeah, okay, twice, but they were both for good reasons, and
Yeah.
He doesn't have a good reason. He was just not liked by anyone.
No, he just
by his own actions.
right, yeah, he cried something like his girlfriend broke up with
Yeah.
him one time, and he cried,
Yeah,
and
he was
then
a bitch.
another time it was like he wasn't getting enough support from the other flirts,
Yep.
so he cried for
Oh,
that. And,
No one's buying his flyers.
right, yeah, I think he did cry because nobody was buying his flyers.
Yeah, he was very abusive, Glover Mom.
So,
I don't like when people go after MC Toon.
yeah,
He said I was his #1 fan that night. Yeah.
nice. So Tina, do you got anything to say before we start doing some
Actually, I do.
unboxing? Go ahead.
Forgive me, guys, if I don't reply when you at me in the chat, because I can't do both yet. But after, I'd say Wednesday, I'll be able to. Hopefully. I keep saying it, but it's not my fault. The computer's not up, guys. It's not. I've been asking.
It's Kick's fault.
It's almost there. No, it's not Kick's fault. Absolutely not.
I mean, I'll take responsibility for it.
No,
but
it's not.
I'm definitely going to shove it back at you later.
And I pretend I take full responsibility for it.
Sure.
Were there any missing pieces?
How do I know?
Well, you'll
How
find
would
out.
I know?
Did you have the SSD injector card as well?
Yeah, I forgot to screw in the flux capacitor and the Mr.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Do you have the Meyerhoff lifters in there?
What's that?
Oh yeah, you gotta have those.
And the
If you don't have those,
the LED fans won't work without blinker fluid.
I know what blinker fluid is. Stop it. I know
Yeah,
what mixed blinker fluid is.
that was an old auto parts store joke.
Oh, I saw a commercial where a dad sent his daughter in there for blinker fluid, and the staff immediately knew what was going on, and they toyed with her for so long.
Oh my god, that's
It's
so mean.
so funny.
And I know what flux capacitor is. Thank you guys.
We used to
okay.
do a thing in the military where we would send the new guys to go to admin and get an ID10T form,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'd send them down to engineering to get a left-handed wrench. We used to.
Oh, you guys are terrible.
Oh no! In the military, it's so much worse. Like we had this kid one time. I was on a diesel ship, a 185-foot diesel ship, and we told him that the nuclear reactor was leaking.
Oh,
And they sent him with they cracked open a chem light. You know, the ones that you crack and they glow in the dark.
oh,
They-
awesome.
They cracked one, cut it open, and poured it into a jar. So it's this glowing
Oh,
fluid, and they
no.
told him that he needed to take it up to the captain on the bridge. Meanwhile, they had called up to the bridge and told us that this dummy was coming with this, and he was supposed to inform the captain
Evil.
that the reactor was leaking, and here was the proof of it. So he gets up to the bridge, and the captain pretends to flip out and tell him, throw it over the side, like just flipping out. And this kid runs out onto the bridge wing and just hurls it into the sea. And when he comes back to onto the bridge, we're just dying.
That's evil.
There's no nuclear reactor on a 185-foot,
I'm
coastal
bringing
patrol
OPT
ship.
lawyer in. By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, OPT is here.
Yeah,
Hello,
bring him
OPT.
in.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's look at some
Yeah,
bits that we have.
unbox. I want to see what
Yeah.
you got.
So this first
Before you do,
one-
I also have a real background. A
Yeah,
real
you
3D
do.
background.
I
want it,
see
though.
it.
it's a
What kind of beer are you drinking? They always ask already, so I thought I'd ask you.
I have no idea.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Can't
right.
make something up.
I just downloaded the image.
Can't make something up, right? Oh,
No.
He's drinking Dutch Rudder Ale.
No,
Oh, here's OPT.
no. I'm gonna, Cliffy. No.
It's
Hey,
a Serio
OPT.
IPA.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
hey OPT.
Hey, OPT.
Hello.
This week hasn't been the greatest, but
Oh.
I'm bouncing back.
So yeah, you were in the hospital
The
again.
bad place.
Yeah, ended up back in the hospital again.
Yay.
Twice, actually, in the last couple of weeks.
I only
Um,
heard of once.
Yeah, the first one was I went in because I was just feeling overall awful. And I was thinking they'd just give me something for the nausea, give
Yeah.
me something for whatever, and then let me go. Then it turns out, no, you might have a small bowel blockage, but you also have pneumonia.
No.
Do they
Oh.
just have like a room set aside for you now with like your name
You know,
on the door?
I would like that. That would be really cool.
Right? Private
So-
bath room.
Yeah. So, like a Hilton almost.
Mm-hmm.
But so that only kept me in from Sunday through like Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, relatively speaking, that wasn't too bad of a stay. And by the end of it, like they're like basically, yeah, we can't detect, like it's basically dying, like the pneumonia culture, whatnot. Take these antibiotics and it should clear up by the time you're done. So then earlier last week, I want to say maybe it was this week. Gosh, I don't remember. My father came over to my house on Monday, like earlier than he normally does, just to drop off some groceries I'd asked for. I'm sitting on the sofa, basically entirely unresponsive to anything. Dad says I was muttering gibberish. I launched the cat cam I've got. There were EMTs in my house, and I don't remember this.
Right, I remember you telling me that story.
Oh
and I
my
was like,
God,
holy
huh?
shit, dude!
Yeah, like I was so like I could only equate it to a alcoholic blackout, and I obviously don't drink anything, so
Right.
like I don't remember. I barely remember being in the ER, and I remember thinking, "Oh, this must be the ER to like blank, like hospital A, which I go to all the time.
Right.
Hospital B is the one I was transferred to, so I could start chemotherapy."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, in my mind, I'm swearing to God, I'm in hospital A. The nurses there had to tell me, because I recognized one of them from hospital B. I'm like, oh, they moved you over here or floating over here, Rose? And it's like, no, you're at hospital B. When did that happen?
Oh.
You came in this way. And my dad told me, basically in like a moment of odd clarity, I told them I should go to hospital B because my chemo treatment was set for Wednesday at the time. It did get pushed back to Monday, but that's not too bad, as in tomorrow. But the reason being, like the oncologist came in and he's like, if we were holding you over for a bacterial infection, we wouldn't give you chemo anyway.
Right. Yeah.
They thought I had sepsis for at first, but it wasn't that. And there's no blockage or anything like that. So I don't think they really know exactly what happened outside of potentially like another infection that went away, because they did give me a little bit more for the pneumonia just because they did another x-ray and they're like, yeah, the culture's basically dead, but we're going to give you a little bit more just to, really get rid of it. So.
All right. So, but overall, I mean, you seem to be getting better.
Well, I've been feeling a little sickly lately, but I don't know what that's coming from. They did change up a drug in my regimen, but the chances of an affected side effect is actually 10% less than the other drug that they were using. So I don't think it would have lasted 2 weeks.
Right.
So here's hoping that just is something entirely different and goes away.
So, all right, let's look at some free stuff that people sent me.
Yay, free stuff.
Yay, free stuff. This one, I blanked out everything but the first name because I'm not sure this person wants me to put his address and everything on. But this is from Sean. And he sent me a bunch of gun stuff.
Wait a minute. Sean, how do you spell the Sean?
SEAN.
All right, thank you.
He sent me some gun stuff, which is fun. Namely, this speed loader for an AR-15.
Holy.
That was one of the things, and I used it I played with it earlier today and loaded up one of my AR-15 magazines. I've already got a speed loader for these, so I'm trying to figure out which one is the best. But basically, you just hold this over the top of the magazine, drop the rounds in, and then you put this plunger in and just push down.
I always wondered how those work.
Yeah, the one that I have uses like a toggle, like it fits on, it like locks on to the top of the magazine, and then you just toggle the rounds in. So I got to play with it and see which one I like the best. There's a couple of other little gun.
Is that from Colony? Maybe.
Is that from what?
Colony L3. Is that 3D printed?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm trying to figure it out what it is.
Kick,
what do you think?
It's plastic, so I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
I know nothing about guns, so.
Me neither.
And then this, which is pretty cool because I don't have one for this caliber, is what's called a basically like a boar snake.
A who?
It's this thing here. I don't know if you can really see it on the screen, but so it's weighted on one end. You drop it down the barrel of your rifle, and then you pull it through, and then it gets to the thick part here that cleans the barrel.
Smart.
Yeah, I've got one for a 9mm. I've got one for a 45 caliber, but I didn't have one for this caliber. So that was cool. Always like gun stuff because I've got like 10 trillion guns, and I don't have every gadget there is out there for them yet. The next thing I got was from it came with a nice note from Master Sergeant Ford, who may or may not be in the chat. I'm not sure. But he's in the chat a lot. And I didn't know this. I thought he was, like me, retired. But apparently he's still on active duty. And he is forward deployed right now. He wrote, Schrodinger's cat, I hope this note finds you in the best of spirits. I just wanted you to know that I appreciate that you know how much I appreciate your channel. I am currently on unoccupied orders to Ramstein, or Ramstein's in Germany. Your videos have made it easier when I'm away from my family. Keep up the great work, Master Sergeant Ford. Couple things about that. So for the not military people, unaccompanied orders means that you're forward deployed and your family's not with you. So he's in Ramstein, Germany, without his family, and just kind of makes me happy that he says that my channel helps him get through the time, because I spent about 6 months in Stuttgart, Germany, unaccompanied, and you're just basically alone. Not the worst place to be in the world if you're going to be on unaccompanied orders, but he also sent me.
Isn't that how it usually is, though?
It depends. Well, I don't know if he's on deployment or if he is stationed there.
Oh, so stationed, you can have somebody.
Well, typically, but if you're deployed, it's usually like 6 months. If he's stationed there, it could be like 3 years. Yeah. So I'm not sure. Okay. But it was a shock to me because I've known the guy for a long time. I thought he was retired.
This
but
guy?
He sent me this beer stein.
Oh,
so
that's pretty.
Yeah, I bought a few beer steins when I was in Germany. So this one is going to take a spot right up here.
Oh yeah,
in my background.
It's like a perfect spot for it.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So thank you, Master Sergeant, for that. And it's also cool to get gifts from senior military members. Again, for the people who have never served, a Master Sergeant is one rank below the most senior enlisted rank that you can actually get to.
Nice.
What is that rank, just out of curiosity?
Master Sergeant. So in the Army,
what's the highest?
That's what. And the highest rank would be a Sergeant Major.
Okay.
Thank you.
So in the Army, there's two different ways that you can go with the E8, which is just below the Sergeant Major, which is an E9. You can be a First Sergeant or you can be a Master Sergeant. So he's a Master Sergeant, which means he's more. First Sergeants are more sort of administrative, and then the Master Sergeants are more like still hands-on, like moving and shooting type people. So it's cool to see. To get stuff like that. I just wish he would stop calling me sir. So
you gotta be used to that a little bit, no?
Yeah, but I'm retired. You don't have to call me sir anymore. But you do, but you don't. Like I'm fine with not being called sir.
I think Gia just said she's a Master Sergeant retired. Is that what that means?
Oh, Gia, really? You're a Master Sergeant retired?
Well, hello there. Oh no, Master Sergeant retired is in the chat. Okay, so we do have one in the chat.
Oh, okay. So that maybe was the disconnect. Was that there are two Master Sergeants running around out there,
and we have a private. Wait, I lost him. There he is. Private.
Yeah, Gia, I did see your message that you sent me something, and I'll be checking my my mailbox for that, and it'll be unboxed in my next live stream. Okay, let's see. So I did that. I did the glass. Okay, so
what does this mean, Schrodinger? U.S. Army 42 MP BAT Joint Base Lewis. What does that mean?
Hold on, let me.
It's on the screen.
It's on what screen?
The
Oh,
Trans-
U.S.
trans-
Army 42 MP, but so U.S. Army 42nd Marine Military Police Battalion Joint. It left the screen.
Oh, okay. I thought you had read it all. My bad. Go ahead.
Okay. The U.S. Army 42nd Military Police Battalion Joint Base, Lewis McCord, Washington.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
yeah, the Army loves to have these like incredibly long names, and the Marine Corps does as well. It's like, David. That's who they. But the Marine Corps loves to do it as well. It's like I'm the 2nd Platoon, 85th Battalion, 67th Regiment. It's like 12 hours later. They're finishing up. What unit they belong to. But speaking of units, let's look at this thing.
Fuck cancer in the chat, guys.
MG, can you
You
read
look
the
great.
private chat?
Sure thing. Sorry.
Let me see if I need to black out anything on this. I don't. Okay, so my lovely producer sent me this thing.
Hey,
Now, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
It's only 10 cookies. It's only 10 cookies.
It's only 10 cookies, and it weighs like 25,000 pounds. They had to bring it up to the front door with a forklift.
Shut up.
This is one cookie.
holy crap!
Damn.
They're a half pound each.
That's like
They-
a hamburger.
That's my
Yeah.
kind of cookie.
It's
That
great.
is a half-pound cookie.
I don't know, SC. I think that's not a cookie. That's a cookie.
Yeah. Yes.
Cookie.
It's a meal. I don't know what sort of human could actually eat that for a snack.
Savage does all the time.
Cookie
Someone's
Monster
asking-
good.
Someone's
might-
asking if Glenn was driving the forklift.
No. There wouldn't be any cookies left.
Yeah.
But no, that's incredibly generous.
It was a thing.
Especially the shipping. Holy crap! That when they handed it to me, I was like, "What the hell?"
What's that place called again? I feel like I might need to get
My
some.
cookie dealer.
Okay.
My
I'll send
cookie
you a link,
dealer.
hon. I'll send you a link.
My uncle used to say like a bottle of dark Guinness was a meal,
Well, yeah, it's liquid bread.
right?
It truly is, yeah.
Look
So-
at it. You leave my cookies alone, Mrs. Schrodinger. Cat says.
Yeah.
Well, those are not cookies. Those are. No,
Yeah,
wait, that
those
doesn't
are
work.
paste. That is the pastry.
Right. It's like
I mean, cookies sounds like it's a tiny thing, but
it's like somebody took a giant wedding cake and just like put it in a trash compactor and like compressed it down. So it's diabetes in a box is what they should probably call it. So yeah, that's all the fun new toys that I have so far. But I check my PO box on a regular basis. So if anybody wants to send anything, I promise to unbox it. Oh no, I forget. I got a nice card
Aw.
from Patriot Prepper Channel, who sent me a card for my 80th birthday.
Aww.
So
I
don't know
love
whether
it.
to be. I mean, I think that just because that I'm associated with Tina, they think that I must be incredibly old as well.
No, they've seen you, okay?
You don't
it
look
won't.
a
It
day
won't be
over,
long now.
You
that
don't
you're
look a
walking
day over
outside.
69.
69 giggity.
Nice.
I had this feeling you were gonna go towards
Yeah.
that number,
Of course.
but it won't be a day. When you're outside waving your hand or your fist at clouds.
Right.
No, get off my lawn. That's what I say.
Yeah. So you guys want to do supers
Super
then?
I was just about to suggest that before we get into some
There's-
audience
There's a
questions.
new feature as well. There's a new feature. So channel members apparently have a feature where you
Yeah.
can send a highlighted message.
Oh, that's cool.
It's part
Yeah.
of your membership. It's a new feature. So if you have
I've
like
done
an
it.
extra option down on your chat
yeah.
box thing, you know.
Okay.
Oh, I get to do one too then.
Stephen Alley, new member. Welcome to the bunkers. Stephen Alley, $2 says your makeup is looking good today. SC, gorgeous. Nana NANA for 666 says eat Ragical. Hail Satan. Yeah, sorry,
Hail
Raj.
Santana.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Chris Jackson for $5 says Kick is so wrong about titty fezzes. You will respect my living being the Honorable Lightbringer Sultan Chris L. Bay. Hashtag fear the fez.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Josh Gaming for $2 says, do your maps show America is Morocco and who is Kick?
Oh, by the way, I'll be needing a new assistant on Saturdays.
Oh.
All right. Ridge 152 for $5. AMG already broke the pink October?
No, I did not.
I like that. I should have thought of that instead of the red October. That's good.
It is.
Shea Pope for $4.99. Who has received the longest amount of jail time of all the frauditors and subsets you've done videos on? Ooh, I know.
Eric
Eric
Grant.
Grant.
Yep.
Yeah. Was it 12 or 14 years? I don't
12
remember.
years.
18. I
12.
thought it was 18.
I think it was 12. Good behavior 6.
I thought it was 18. Oh, he's up for 18. My bad.
Because he has other cases, if I remember right.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
He
yeah.
does. So he'll be in there longer, hopefully.
And I think if we're including sovereign citizens, then some of them are doing life. So,
Yeah, thank
but
you.
if we're just doing frauditors, then, and like I said in my video earlier today, frauditors are sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
They're just lower on the spectrum.
Yeah.
But as far as strictly frauditors, then yeah, I think Eric Brandt takes the cake. Closely followed by what's the little Weasley guy's name with
Josh Abrams.
Josh Abrams, yeah.
I guess the biggest of all would be that Anthony Williams, the private attorney general. He got 35 years.
Yeah. Soft
Oh,
Yeah,
heck.
yeah. If you account
for soft sets.
sovereign
Yeah.
citizens. And then there's the one skinny guy with the long hair that went away for kidnapping. He got a lot of time as well.
Oh,
I know
Bears
Freeman.
Law and forensics guy.
Yeah. Bears Law.
Oh yeah, for
Bears
hostage.
Law.
He took a girl hostage.
Right. But also these sovereign citizen types, they're multiple time felons.
Yeah, they're mostly scammers. A lot of
Yeah.
them get.
Yeah,
Ronnie Lee Davis, that was his name.
That's his name.
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
there's another one out there that got stopped by a cop, and I think he killed one. He shot one.
Yeah.
And
Him and his son
Yeah.
shot him. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Man and
in
his
my
son.
when I debated FTFE. That was one. Yeah, they're either
They're awful people.
yeah they're doing life without parole. So
I don't know how
when it comes to
Freeman-
sovereign citizens, it's a whole different thing.
Mhm. I see them as more violent, like Freeman. I don't know how Freeman is not in jail. He's part of that militia that took over the state park and were firing upon law enforcement.
Oh, that not James Freeman. That's
Bundy's?
what's
He
his name? What's his
He
first
was
name?
he was in with them though.
No, James Freeman's a soft sit. He's a full on soft sit.
He's very violent.
Yeah.
He
He's
has a
just
whole history.
he's
Wait,
just a frauditor as well.
Yeah.
He is
All right.
violent? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he has a history. He's fired on police.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All
He's
right.
part of a militia.
Well, there's also the one in New Hampshire that's changed his last name also to Freeman.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them that done that.
Right.
Okay.
New Hampshire's full of them.
Oh yeah, I will
Mhm.
not go to New Hampshire because I mean was it FreeKeen movement.
Yeah, FreeKeen. So
Yeah.
what happened was years ago, they all decided that they were going to pick a place and they were all going to move there.
Yep.
And New Hampshire turned out to be the place that they all moved. So now New Hampshire's just overrun with these sovereign citizens.
What famous person is involved with that?
Well, the leader his name is Freeman. I'm blanking on his first name right now.
No, like a real famous person, a magician, you might say.
Oh,
David
well,
Blaine.
No.
Penn.
P- uh,
And Gillette?
Yep.
Yeah, Penn Jillette, but he's not as out there as they are.
But
He's
he touts
he's
all the same shit.
well, he's a libertarian, and I sort of lean libertarian as well. But I've never heard him say anything like
I have.
sovereign citizen ish.
I have. He backs them completely. He's part of. He's actually considers himself a part of the FreeKeen movement.
Oh,
He
okay.
wishes he could live there with them.
Corrected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he says, "I wish I could live there with you."
For someone who actually left a comment on one of my videos, you don't know the real meaning of a sovereign citizen. I basically responded, "What do you mean, domestic terrorist?"
Oh,
Right.
No,
nice one. Well, they are above Islam now on the FBI watch list.
I mean, I don't understand some of these idiots that are trying to correct me on the interpretation of certain things I try to explain in the videos, and they are still so damn wrong about everything.
Oh, you're not American.
I've heard that one as well. Apparently, that one guy ranting in his car, apparently I'm
Yeah.
a Brit, you.
Well, I love that that I get messages from people. I'll get one hateful comment that says that I'm so far to the left. I'm just such a gigantic liberal that I, love Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, and all that.
God.
And then I'll get another one that says I'm so far to the right and I, love George Bush and, all the others,
Trump.
and Trump, and that I must be a Trump fan. And
Nope.
and then I get everything, which is pretty much, I guess, where I want to be. That people just don't even know my persuasion. I get people that say that I'm a radical Christian. I get people that say that I'm a radical atheist.
Really?
Nobody,
What the hell
nobody
does that
knows
even
where
mean?
I'm at on any of these, which to me sort of means that I'm doing my job and staying impartial.
Yeah.
And
What is a radical atheist though? I genuinely don't understand that.
Yeah, that's not.
I
really
don't. I so hardly don't believe in the supernatural. That
Right.
I don't get it. That's weird.
Right.
It's really weird to me.
It's sort of like I super don't believe in ghosts. Like I really don't. I'm gonna, put a sign in my front yard that says, "Fuck you, ghosts that don't exist."
You have never watched the Ghostbusters. That's how far.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
there you
believe
go.
in ghosts.
Right.
All right.
So anyway,
It's a good movie.
Okay.
Cliffy, super.
Caucasian sensations here. I haven't seen you in a while, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hey, don't interrupt, Cliffy. How dare you?
I will interrupt Cliffy whenever. Oh, but you okay, baby?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
All right, back to it. Hank's Corner, member for 12 months, Debunkers, says, make sure you add the Squelch Oil AMG, #kick rocks.
What?
I don't know. It's some kind of like blinker fluid type thing.
Oh, stop that.
Squelches on like radio transmissions.
Yeah. Jake Nation.
Good.
Jake Nation 65 for $5 says, yo, Schrodinger's cat, just watch your latest video. Can't believe you got an auditor to consider quitting auditing. Is this the first time? Also for Ragical, hi.
I
Hi.
think like he was super butthurt
No, he wasn't.
that I
He
made a
said so.
video about him.
He said he wasn't butthurt.
He said he wasn't, and then he said he was, and then he said he wasn't.
And then he said you were.
Yeah, and then he said I was.
There were people making jokes in your chat for the premiere as well. I mean, I basically said you could read an entire book in between his pauses, and I think the Snark said something along the lines, I was making a sandwich in between the pauses.
And
He's the
funny
reason
thing
that they call
was-
it toothpaste and not teeth paste.
Oh.
Right.
Oh.
But I got that. I got that from Dr. Beer Professor. I can't remember his full
Dr.
name.
Dave, beer professor.
Yeah, Dr.
Dr.
Dave,
Dave,
Beer
dear
Professor.
Professor Donker. That's his new name, I think.
He had
really?
already cut out a bunch of white noise.
Yeah.
And then there was still white noise. Like I cut out more, and then there was still some.
Jesus.
Like the poor guy
Really?
could not get out a couple of words. And then the NC Tyrant Hunter guy came on, and they were talking about how they don't watch my videos and then kept making assertions about me. and what I do and say, it's like, hold on, I thought that you didn't watch my videos.
Right?
So, and then when they said that I live in my mom's basement, I was just like, that's
Nice
hilarious.
basement.
Right. My mom would love to have me live in her basement because I'm a good kid and my mom loves me. But sorry, I don't live in my mom's basement. I kind of actually have a quite nice house.
Yeah, he does. I can attest
Thank you very
to that.
much.
You got a background now.
I do have a background now. Yes.
Yeah,
And,
Cliffy. Oh, sorry.
All right.
yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay, so Andrew Smith for $5 says, "I work on an ambulance and we send in new guys to get supplies and ask for fallopian tubes."
Oh my God. No. That is horrible.
That is horrible.
I
Yeah.
got to answer. the
Hilarious,
question,
but horrible.
because it is Ask Me Anything. Somebody in the chat by the name of Sea Sparrow asked if I ever served on a ship, and the answer is yes, and that's how I know. I picked up on the name Sea Sparrow because of the NATO Sea Sparrow missile system. I served on the USS Enterprise, the USS Eisenhower, the USS Kennedy, the USS San Antonio, the USS Kearsarge, the USS Typhoon, and the USS Monsoon.
Wait, did you just say the USS Enterprise?
Yes, he did.
Yes, that was my very first ship that I served
Oh,
on.
did that go up into space?
So
Not yet.
yeah,
Did you at least go boldly where no man has gone before?
are you
Well,
more of
I
a
did-
Sulu guy or a Geordie LaForge guy?
LaForge.
That ship was actually actively commissioned and going to sea for more than 50 years. It's the longest serving. Well, I won't say the longest serving because it was the USS Constitution, but the longest serving war fighting ship that we've ever had.
What, you mean they don't use the cannons on the Constitution anymore?
I guess if we had to, we could. But you can actually, as a sailor, you can get orders and go serve on the Constitution. But it's only for it's like a pat on the back. Like if you're a really high performing sailor, when instead of going to shore duty, they're like, look, you can go serve on the Constitution if you want. And it's sort of like sailors that go work at for the Blue Angels.
Yeah,
It's sort of like a feather in your cap.
yeah.
But people tell me I talk about military too much on my live stream, so I'll shut up.
Oh, the next
No,
the
because
next
they're asking about it.
super chat is Bernard Kokenchuk for $5 says, "Could we get another funny Navy story, Cat?"
So
So
yeah, I'm
Check,
sure that we
check
can.
the
So this one's not so much funny. It was on when I was on the USS Monsoon, and we were doing an operation with other patrol craft, and we were out at sea. The Commodore was out there with us on one of the boats, and we're in a Form 1, which means we're all in a line, one after the other, single file. And we had just done a gun shoot with a 25 millimeter cannons. And when you stow those, they're facing aft, which means that the boat in front of us its gun was directly facing us. And the gunner's mate was out there on that boat. I know it's a ship, but I call it a boat because it's small. So for anybody that wants to be pedantic. So he was out there and he was unloading it, but he didn't know what the hell he was doing. So he goes to crank the final round out with this pulley thing. And it ends up, that's how you can also manually fire the gun. So all of a sudden, we were in fog at that point. So I was the officer of the deck on the ship, and I had ordered that we not maintain protocol, and we back off from where we would normally be in the form because we couldn't even see them. And I said, we can't get too close because what if something happens? So we backed off, and just so happens that that's the only thing that saved our ass, because he fired off that gun. It landed just off of our bow, and it was just it's this explosion of water, like a mine had went off, and so I ordered the ship to haul out to port, and got all Navy red and called all the other ships and said there was just an explosion in the water in front of us. Everybody, should probably halt where you're at until we can figure out what the hell is going on. Called the captain to the bridge, which is odd. It's this weird thing for the Navy. Normally, you would call the captain and you say, respectfully request your presence on the bridge. If it's emergency, you just go over to the radio and you say, captain to the bridge. And then he knows that it's a no-shitter. Like, get to the bridge. So he comes running up on the bridge. I said, there was an explosion in the water. I don't know what the hell happened. Turned out that this dummy had basically, fired a round at us. On the very bow of that class of ship, that's where our armory is. It was an armor-piercing incendiary round. So if we had been where we were supposed to be in the form, it would have gone straight through our bow into our armory. And who knows? So just dumb luck. So that not a fun story, but definitely an interesting sea story. That sailor, he went to captain's mast and he lost a rank over that.
Oh wow! All right, Taco Josh Gaming for $5 says, if you had to take one attribute from Glen Serio, what would it be? You have to take one.
Oh,
God,
do you want to take a crack at this, Ragical?
I didn't think he had attributes.
Probably his mutual combat skills. No. I mean, he rolls down the hill and that probably kills a lot of people. That's kind of his skill. Right?
Oh shit!
Or maybe his camera zombie wobbling. No, that doesn't. Wow,
That doesn't work.
it's actually pretty hard. I have no idea. What the hell
don't
would you
know
get?
if he has a redeeming quality about him.
I think he does.
Sometimes he goes away.
Yeah.
It's not his expertise at race relations, that's for sure.
Oh, his racism.
He has a great ability to disperse crowds.
That's true.
Yeah, he does. He's
His ability
like a skunk. It's like his smelliness is a deterrent. Because I think that army guy that was going to fight him was just like, you know what, maybe not. Man, I'll ground and pound with Stinky over here.
Yeah.
Because really, a skunk, that's all they've got is Stinky. So, I would say that the ability to be spontaneously stinky, I think, is his greatest asset.
All right.
He's also extremely blissfully ignorant.
Yeah.
True.
He seems really happy to be so stupid.
He does giggle a lot. Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah, he does. He also breathes a lot.
Right.
Heavily.
Yeah, he does have an amazing ability to turn oxygen into carbon dioxide.
He puts the dead in dead air.
Yeah. Diane Lehan for $4.99. No message. Thank you.
Oh, excuse me.
yeah.
The fundraiser I was asked about. As far as I know, we have 967.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In one day.
In one stream, yeah. It's
Colony-
over though. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Colony L3 for $1.99 says, hey, I did make the gun items, just randomly made.
Okay. Yeah. See, it was Colony.
Oh, yeah. What was your name again? Your channel name? Because it was your
Colony
real name.
L3.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was your real name on the package, so I didn't want to say. Yeah, I mean, this is some quality, 3D printed stuff here. It looks professionally made, as far as I could tell.
I'm gonna drop a link in the chat here for everybody. Colony has an Etsy shop.
Yay!
And if you're interested in getting some awesome 3D printed stuff like the Among Us crewmates and ghosts or anything really, make sure to check out his shop. He does quality work.
I'm going to show the Among Us things real quick.
Speaking of which, if anybody wants to play, I just pulled up a link.
Oh, cool. Here's the Among Us figures that he made for me.
You
They're,
gotta change screens.
I am. In a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
There you go.
You were talking like you were already changed this.
No. Sorry, my
That's
bad.
cool.
Are they great?
Yeah.
They're gonna stay right there under my monitor always.
I don't know.
They
I find
look
them a bit
exactly
sus.
like the ones in the game.
I know, right? The ghost has his little tail behind him. I just moved mine, like you could see mine for some reason. But yeah,
All
they're
right.
I
they're
almost want to
amazing.
get a 3D printer, but I think I'd be too lazy to. Like, I got
Oh,
enough
I'd
going
love
on.
one, but I'll leave it to him. He's really good.
If I got one, I would just end up 3D printing wing wangs and mailing them to Schrodinger.
Yes, you would.
All right. Calling the L3 new member. Welcome to Skeptics.
Actually, Kick, did you ever get the package that I sent you yet?
I did, and
Okay.
it is wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, Tina's got one on the way. Ragical has one on the way. Cliff has one on the way.
Yeah.
I
Along
didn't know
with-
you were sending it by mail. I would have that girl check my mail for me.
Oh, and just not complaining, but the person that sent me all those, not complaining, but you
Mhm.
sent me stuff to send other people, and 2 of them were overseas,
Oh my god.
and I
gonna
ended
complain.
up spending over $100 in postage to
Did-
get you people your stuff.
Thank you.
Well, yeah. I mean, Canada's not really overseas, but it is a different country. So
Right.
I
it
bet
was-
that costs as much as Netherlands though.
I really appreciate it.
It was like $30-something to send that to you, and then it was like 40-something. I think it was like $48 to send
Yeah.
the package to the Netherlands.
Wow.
Too much
so-
for Canada. Canada's crazy.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I
kind of
also
insane.
sent-
I can understand overseas, but
Yeah.
holy hell, Canada is the hat of
I
America.
also had a MRE in that package, so it was a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we're going to do a live stream with Cliff eating his first ever MRE.
Yep.
Yeah, because I didn't get mine.
I didn't know you wanted one.
Oh, what?
You don't go on camera, so how are we going to have a live stream with you eating an MRE?
Maybe I would have.
You could do it like Ashens does it. He has
With
his
a brown
and
couch.
and then he eats stuff, and then he reports on if he likes it.
Yeah, he has all kinds of like
Pum, pum. Hello.
microwave burgers and stuff like that.
Yeah, really
pretty-
disgusting stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'll go on camera, but I'm just going to shove all the food into my mask.
Like Cookie Monster, right?
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum,
Dum,
yum,
dum, 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 dum.
Maybe
Well,
I will go with a mask.
The MRE that I sent Cliff was spaghetti with meat sauce, which is the hands down. I think anybody in the chat who's ever served will tell you that the spaghetti and meat sauce MRE is the best MRE.
Robert says that and the was it jambalaya or gumbo or something like that.
He
Yeah,
said,
so-
he
Yeah,
said
there's-
jambalaya.
Yeah, there's jambalaya, which is good. That was my only spaghetti with meat sauce that I currently have, so I'm going to do beef stew, which is also not bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the
But
spaghetti.
the- The spaghetti with meat sauce is good. Somebody in chat is saying
Sounds so wrong.
The chili. mac.
chili mac is the best. It's not bad as well. I mean, there's far better than like back in like Vietnam or World War II days,
Really?
but they're still. I mean, they're not great. I mean, let's be honest. They're not good, but some of them, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So I think you'll enjoy the spaghetti though, just for the for the experience of it.
Okay.
You'll be surprised. You'll be like, you know what, this isn't really that bad. The thing is, when you've eaten it for 30 days in a row,
That's
yeah.
when it starts getting repetitive food. Repetitive
Well-
food injury.
right? It's sort of like when you go to the same restaurant, even if you order something different every time. It's like the same restaurant every day. That's how MREs get. Because even if you're eating the different ones, it's like, it's like another MRE. because they all have the Fig Newton in them. They got the Skittles. They got the little Chiclets gum. It's repetitive.
Yeah.
But anyway,
All right.
I tend to drone on. Sorry.
Yeah. Caucasian Sensation member for 10 months, Skeptics, says, "Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Shrow, happy to be here and hello to everyone on the panel and chat. I love all your content. Please keep it coming."
Yay.
Yep. Don't have any plans to go anywhere. YouTube may have other plans, but I don't.
Yeah.
YouTube is a special person.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Our good friend American B Savage, member for 2 months, Debunker, says, "Those cookies are life. High protein diabetes life."
Right. When I opened the box and I saw that it was 5 pounds and only 10 cookies, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
That's some concentrated cookie right there.
Yeah. Trans Girl, member for 4 months, Skeptic, says, "I've got this message, but not really anything to say, so I just wasted this chat. But hey, what is a girl to do?"
Hey, hon.
All right. MaddieMatt 80 for $4.99 says, "How does one become a member?" Okay. See that
join link? Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say the same thing. Let's see the join link under the share, under the video, under the stream.
Or if you're on mobile, you don't have that. So there should be a link in the description or on the About page.
You also can use the monetization button if you want to send a super. There's super stickers, super chat memberships.
Yay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Colonel Potter 4007 or however you say it, $4.99 says, "It was 2 police officers that they killed, and both the father and son were killed in a firefight with police in a Walmart parking lot."
Thank God.
Yeah, they got what they deserved.
Yep.
Howard Gavin for $5 says, "So why were you in YouTube jail all this time? I may be the only listener who doesn't know, but I'm too old to be that much of a fanboy."
So what happened was I made a video. Man, I've got to be careful with my words, because you never know what YouTube's going to do. I made a video about a person who does not believe in the thing that we should have to put the things on our face that we sometimes have to put on our face to fight the current thing that we can't say.
Oh my God.
He went in a grocery store and was screaming at the people who had earlier told him they weren't going to serve him because he wouldn't put the thing on his face. I was making fun of him about that. And so YouTube, before my video could even premiere, they took it down and said that it was medical misinformation. They gave me a strike on my channel and said, you can't do anything with your channel for a week. So I appealed, explaining that I was critiquing the person who was saying the medical misinformation. They wrote me back and said that a actual human being had reviewed my video and they still think that it's medical misinformation. Yes, so they were lying.
That's a straight up lie, yeah.
It was an absolute lie, because no human being on Earth, regardless of even language barriers, could have believed that that was actual medical misinformation. My video. I also pointed out to them that the source video is still on YouTube. The one that I was critiquing is still, and even still to this day, is still on YouTube. And as evidenced by the fact that we watched it the other day on AMG's channel.
And it's still up on my channel.
It's still up.
No
so how is critiquing medical misinformation getting struck, and the actual medical misinformation is not getting struck? So, but it's Google. They are a absolute giant, and I can't even get anybody on the phone. I can get a bot to talk to me in a chat that pretends.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
it's
a
real
bot.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also pretend that's a human.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. They'll even say that hi, my name is Dave, and but it's not a real person.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Well, I think we've proven something farther than that with both what we did on my channel and what Kick did last night. Watching it live doesn't seem to get it struck like making a video does. Why is that?
It doesn't go through the monetization of the where you have to submit what kind of monetization stuff you are
Even afterwards?
violating.
Yeah,
well-
there are certain bots that'll run when you're doing live streams to check for copyrighted content and stuff, but they're not
Yeah.
going to check the content of the video because it's happening live.
But shouldn't it be struck down afterwards?
They would. I mean, I don't know.
I don't get it.
I
I just
didn't
don't get
monetize. I don't monetize my live
Oh.
streams, so
The thing about that is that content that is already online, not monetized, doesn't actually go through that process. They are basically covering their own ass. So if it is not monetized and online, they don't really care about it. So
Maybe
And if
that's
a channel-
why the original is still up.
Yeah.
yeah,
maybe,
that's in all likelihood the case. Also,
'Cause-
older videos that have not gone through the monetization process, even if you report them, YouTube is at the point where they are trying to cut down on anything that costs server power, which costs them money.
Right.
That's why we're looking at abbreviated subscriber counters, because a full number, if a video gets a few million views, that starts to add up in how much processing power is required on the server. So it's all part of the YouTube cutting down, because YouTube is
it's
costing money.
Basically, they're penalizing you for being successful.
Mm-hmm.
If you have,
making
a
videos.
bigger channel that gets a lot of views, then you get extra scrutiny.
Jeez.
But even still, if I told them the original video is still up, that's how I know that an actual human being didn't look at it. Because, I mean, how many clicks would it take somebody with a mouse to go also take down the original?
Yeah.
You know, and instead they're just happy to look like hypocrites.
Mm-hmm.
And
they don't respond. They don't respond to being called out.
Right.
I mean,
And
Kick
they-
is doing the thing on Twitter all the time, but they just don't respond, right?
Right. And they call us partners.
Yeah, they have a contract with us.
Right. I'm a YouTube partner, but they can just take down my video and then give me no customer support. And they just don't care.
Nope, they don't.
Well, so you got your
So
there anyhow.
yeah.
Who's that?
But-
I had a funny
Anyway.
bug.
I left them in the room.
Can I
Wait,
share my
let me-
screen for a
I'll
moment?
tell you, I'm doing better.
Yeah, let me mute him. All right, let me.
So are we? Did we
Go
get
ahead,
through
sure.
the super chats?
No,
Go
we
ahead.
still got some.
Go ahead. Let me get. Wait a minute. You're confusing me, guys.
So here's a interaction with YouTube, a bot responding. So I had this Glen Serio, the total destruction of Glen Serio for auditing, right? The thing was stuck on looping for 15 minutes, the countdown. You can now
Right.
select your own countdown. There's like 15 countdowns you can choose from. And it was stuck on countdown loop. It was constantly looping the same countdown for over 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay, we're going to start the video anytime soon now. I was about to delete the video and try it again, right? So I sent YouTube this my Premiere counters are stuck on looping, and oh, never mind. After a good 15 minutes, the countdown had finally started, right? Cinematic was set at 3 minutes, looped over 15 minutes. I gave them information about which countdown it was, and what do I get? Is this happening across other devices? If you haven't yet, we recommend restarting the app or your Wi-Fi connection to see if it makes a difference. Also, make sure that your YouTube version or browser is up to date. And I'm like, this is just a bug report, 700
Right.
people are waiting. Come on. Why pretend this is not a bot?
Right. They're just happy to lie to us. It's really, really ridiculous.
Yeah, they basically came at me with a strange variation of, did you try turning it off and on again?
Right.
Yeah. All right.
I'm
Let's,
going to be AFK for about a minute.
okay.
Go ahead.
Nicole Turner for Canadian $20 super sticker. Thank you very much. Delana C $5 says Texas is getting flooded. Your thoughts on that? I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Kick, you're there.
Flooded?
Apparently
Like
in Dallas.
Actual water?
Water, or does she mean people?
Flooded with like the recent immigrant information, the refugees that are coming over from.
I didn't hear about that.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay. All right. Stephen Alley for $2 says, when are you buying the matching Tiffany jewelry?
We don't talk about that yet.
Yeah. MaddieMatt 80, new member, welcome to the bunkers. Axis Breeze for $5 says, in Scouts with new kids, we have them look for left-handed smoke shifters in the supply trailer when
You
we
guys
took
are
them to their initial
rude.
camping trip.
So many rude people out there. Oh my god! But anyway, and when it's the right time for the Tiffany's guys, I'll let you know.
Okay. Shop worn bear for Canadian $6.33, which is $5 US. Is there any part of you that would enjoy watching frauditors like Glen Serial getting the living snot beat out of them?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Kinda. Yeah.
It's one of those things that's going to happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's already kind of started. You're going to run into people who don't care and will beat the crap out of you.
Yep.
We saw the other day. We saw that guy. Who was he?
Exactly. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, exactly.
I noticed something in the video about James Freeman that got arrested, and then his little buddy came in and started trying to arrest him.
Oh,
He was so rude. He was so loud,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, a
So
bystander was
retarded.
sitting in his truck. He came outside his truck, and all of a sudden, he was like really docile. You know, what happened to all the bravado?
Yeah, that's
The
when
cop
James
showed up, and
Coward.
then he started again.
That's when he got
Yeah.
tased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I made a video about that.
Yeah.
We saw that. Yeah.
King Lee.
It was a
Yeah,
great
he tried
video.
to citizen arrest the police. He
He
came
told him to
right
get
up-
on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like-
It's stupid.
What?
Yeah.
What? Like,
In what world?
what would he have done if they just like pretended they were just like played along and they just got on the ground? Like, what would he have done?
Well, he doesn't have.
He would have pissed
Yeah,
his pants.
He would have looked at himself and been
Ex-
like, it works.
What?
Actually, what he probably would have done is called the sheriff's deputies.
Mm,
Yeah.
it calls the police to arrest the police. Yeah, it seems like a
that's
thing.
ridiculous.
And
It's
Yeah.
what
ridiculous.
happened in Ragical's video today? Like, what is their new obsession with the police have to put up yellow tape? Like,
I
so
don't know.
they-
This was
they
Silent
run out-
Boy.
They've run out of everything else to complain about.
Yep.
So every traffic stop, every interaction, they have to put up yellow tape.
No.
Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that just ridiculous that they say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I just love the reaction of the officer at the end. He's like, "Yeah, you have to put. Oh, wait. You have to put up yellow tape. You just put tape." I can understand this guy. This guy doesn't talk
Yeah.
English.
Oh,
he doesn't.
the silence boy guy. He can.
Yeah, and then the cop basically looks at him and we'll keep that in
thanks.
mind. Thanks. Just walk off. And he thought he
Yeah.
won. That was sarcasm on another level.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And
Chris.
it's funny
ahead.
because they talk about that. Like I had one of the live streams with Long Island Audits where we looked at his video, and the cop had told him, you can film, but film from there. And he was like, nope, not moving. And so they arrested him. And so after they arrested him, in lieu of getting prosecuted, he wrote the cop an apology letter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they still all maintain, like, this is how I know that they're incapable of learning, because they still maintain that the cop cannot give them directives on where to stand.
Oh, God.
But obviously they can,
Mhm.
because he was going to get prosecuted. And he even wrote in the apology letter, I now understand that you didn't violate my First Amendment rights because you gave me an alternate spot where I could film from.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
but
Yep.
we also know that he was lying. Like, this was an insincere apology
Mhm.
letter, because he is still, even today, he released the video today, he is still out there frauditing.
Yep.
And telling the cops, you can't give me directives. Well, obviously they can, or you're just going to, you better keep your pen and paper, ready.
Andy, yeah. All right. King Leo 9 for $50 says pizza money, big cat and guests. Badass.
Ooh,
Thank you.
yeah.
Actually, I'm going to Philadelphia soon, so it's going to be cheesesteak money.
Okay.
He said for all of us, thank you.
I'll mail you one.
Good.
Caucasian Sensation for $5 says, no, Shrow. Chili Mac MRE is the best.
I say spaghetti meat sauce. I'm just saying.
All right.
Dr. Dave, the beer professor, is in the chat. Please don't copyright strike me for playing part of your video today.
P. Barnes, new member, welcome to the bunkers.
You guys just reminded me of a scene from Stargate SG-1
Mm-hmm.
where one of the characters is eating an MRE. He looks disgusted, and everyone comes by. They're like, "What's wrong? It tastes like chicken. What's wrong with that? It's macaroni and cheese."
Oh
Yeah.
God. Ew.
That also happened in the movie Down Periscope.
I've seen that before.
There was oh God, what was it? It was
Kelsey Grammer's in that, right?
it was Kelsey
Mhm.
Grammer. He was the captain of the ship, and he goes over to the cook, and he had opened up something, and he was like, "Oh yeah, cream corn," and he looked at the label, and it was like something totally different. Because it was the
It's
plot of the
way
movie
far
was,
overdue. Yeah.
it was a decommissioned submarine that they had brought back into service, so all the food on board was still from like the 1970s.
Uh-huh.
Ew.
I need to watch that movie again.
That movie was great. Like even for a sailor, because that it's comedy.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, when you see a military movie that's like supposed to be serious, and you're like, that's not even close to right.
Mhm.
But if it's a comedy where that it's not supposed to be right, that movie was hilarious.
You just unlock your brain and just be like, "Yep, let me just enjoy this."
Right.
Yeah.
That movie was great.
All right. Simon Michener for £5 says, speaking of service, my dad was in the signals and was installing a field telephone in a tent. Then the owner of the tent came in, General Alexander.
Oh, well, shit.
Cool. Aaron Rod, member for 5 months. Skeptics says, hey, Schrodinger's cat, you have room on the shelf for his pink sub.
Yeah, actually, I have.
Hey, no, he doesn't.
You can see like some of the lower shelves are empty. So yeah, I got room for lots of stuff. My plan is to like things that people send. I'm just going to populate the shelves with all that stuff. Like you can see that right here, I've got a can of peanuts that was sent to me. So that empty can's up there.
I don't know. Like I'm always leery about like
That's the
getting.
little puzzle box that was sent to me.
I'm always leery about getting it's like food in the PO box and whatnot because it's like at least with the cookie thing, it came directly from them. So
Yeah,
it's from Marvel.
So the peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, okay, good.
Yeah, and it was sealed. It was in a sealed box.
Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it was just like cookies
Open.
that somebody had home baked, then it'd be like, especially if it came from Tina. 'Cause
Hey, now
She's-
you would
she's actively
count
trying to kill
yourself
me.
lucky to get anything from me that I made,
Okay.
especially Italian food. Go ahead.
But she's actively trying to kill me.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that to Nicole or Winston.
well,
All right. Delana C for $5 says, I live in Texas and there's flooding
Yeah,
at
we
our
had that
border.
one.
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
And there's flooding at our border. Thoughts? I apologize if I missed you commenting before on it, but I didn't hear it. Yeah, we did comment on it, Delana. KRAB, member for 3 months to Bunkers, says, join link may show up in the browser if on mobile. Thank you. Iceman for Canadian $6.99 says, any thoughts on that Westland University thing from Illinois?
Huh? What
No.
Westland University thing?
don't know.
Not
Not
no idea.
familiar with that.
Go ahead.
Yeah. fill us in and just type in the chat. You can fill us in.
Right.
Kit 190 for $2 says, "Stop bringing facts and logic into the argument."
Right.
Yeah, we're so silly. We're so silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you?
And then
Yeah.
Kit 190 also for $2 says, "Glenn Serio reviewed your video."
What?
Did he?
Really?
Yeah, I
Can
don't
we
know if he's
review
being
that now?
serious or not.
Wait, let me go look. Give me a second.
All right. Gary T for $5 says, "Question: Is there any rationale to explain an auditor walking a police lot that has a sign authorized vehicles only because they're not a car?"
Nope.
No.
At that point, they're clearly trying to get the reaction out of the police.
Right. And that was another video that I had. I think it was yesterday of, or shit, was it today? Oh, my days are running together.
You're telling me about it.
Yeah. And an auditor that got arrested because he was in the lot. And
Oh,
it
okay.
wasn't even that, like, they had the sign authorized vehicles only. But the sergeant came out and told him 3 times to leave. And he still refused to leave. At that point, it doesn't matter the sign. The sergeant told him 3 times to leave the lot. And inevitably, they put in the title of their video, "Arrested for filming in a police lot."
Yeah,
You
they
know,
always do.
arrested for filming. That's not what you were arrested for. There's never
No,
been.
they never listen.
I've never seen a single video where they was actually arrested for filming. They're always arrested for disorderly conduct, arrested for trespassing, arrested for
Being smelled in
Failure to
public.
identify.
failure to identify, arrested for, all these different things. I've never, ever, ever seen a frauditor arrested for filming.
Which one is Glenn? USA or America?
USA.
USA.
I don't see anything with Schrodinger's name in it.
Okay.
Yeah, drop a link in there.
Yeah,
Whoever said
somebody
that.
let me know.
Okay.
Maybe he
That-
did that on Facebook or something.
Yeah, maybe. Go ahead.
Dr. Dave, the beer professor and debunker, new member.
Where do you
Welcome to
see
Debunkers.
these?
It was
I'm
in the
not
chat.
seeing these. Yeah, go ahead.
Stephen Alley for $5 says, 2-part question. Ever port call Thailand? Funniest story from there. Personally, I set a shipment up with a lady boy. He didn't know until taken to the room.
What?
Yeah, no, I've never been to Thailand because I was an East Coast sailor, not a West
Lady
Coast sailor.
boy is very, very rude.
Yeah.
You can't
but
say that.
They are, they're very prevalent from what I understand in Thailand.
Okay.
And one of the people that I work with spent a lot of time in Thailand, and he said that you would absolutely not know until you got to the room.
That happens here too.
Well, yeah, but it's over there. It's like 50-50 chance, apparently.
Is that where Fuck It World is?
Yes. Yeah.
Or however you say it. Sorry.
Yeah.
Fuckwit.
Phuket, yeah. Alex Arnold for $5, no message, thank you. Colony L3 for $5 says,
Yay.
"Why does the Norwegian Navy have barcodes on the sides of their ships so they can Scandinavian?"
Oh. Oh. God. That was really bad.
Yeah. And John, new member, welcome to Skeptics.
Yay.
Alex Arnold for $5 says, "Tell Ragical he makes me tingle." Heart.
He makes us all tingle. Go ahead.
Do I now?
You got a fan out there.
Especially
right?
if you tase his armor.
Yeah.
I'm basically a walking, talking Faraday cage. Won't do shit to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of, yeah, maybe.
And Stephen Alley for $2 says, "Why isn't Google Girl part of the panel tonight?"
You know why.
She's banned by a certain person I won't name.
Scamula Bader, new member, welcome to Debunkers. And it looks like that is
that's
it.
Cool.
Yay.
Now, we have a couple
Do
videos.
we have something to watch, or do we want to
Yeah, we do.
answer questions, or?
I think we have most questions. We did want to watch a couple of videos, you said, right?
Yeah. No, I'm perfectly happy with watching
We can start-
videos. It's always fun.
We can start with the Aselma one.
Oh yeah. Y'all said that he had some new ones.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got it
That
from.
guy, he's so annoying. And the Kern County corruption guy sounds so much like him
Yes, he
that
does.
it's almost like they're twins, and they're both equally annoying.
So I got this from a relatively new channel called Familia TV. We could be related. We could be related. These guys and me.
Yeah, he's one of the new
Yeah.
debunkers.
Okay, here we go. Y'all see that all right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
It's a bit blurry. Can you focus?
Well, it has a start. It's got. I got it back at the beginning. You're stupid.
Ragical.
All right, let me.
7.
I'm gonna go
6.
past his stuff though.
I was gonna do the countdown.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I don't wanna.
I hate you. See what I put up with, people?
Can you
Who do you
start
hate
video already? I
more?
mean, come on.
Oh my
Who do you
god.
hate more, me or Ragical?
Holy shit! Does he have a longer intro than Schrodinger's cat?
He does. He talks a lot slower than even Schrodinger's cat.
Whoa, that's a big boy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with him.
Yeah.
You ready? Here we go.
Here we
You
go.
can record, that's fine, but I need you to back up.
I need
So,
you to
oh wait a
back up.
second. These guys were talking, personal conversation, and he just walks right up on them.
But they're in public. They don't have any.
Back up. I need you to back up. You can record.
You
that's
back
fine.
up.
You can record, that's fine.
He walked up on them, and he's telling them to back up.
Yeah, you approach me.
The fuck?
I need you to back up. Please.
I need you to back up.
See what I'm saying? He's
What a
got worse.
comeback.
Yeah,
Let
he's
me
like.
just point out, guys.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna point out something as well. I've noticed that every one of these frauditors kind of do the response thing, right?
Yeah.
Back up. You back up. Look at you. Look at you. That's
Where's
kind
your
of Glenn's
mask?
thing.
Where's your mask? He's
Yeah,
wearing
it's constantly they hear something and then bounce it
it. Yeah,
back.
that's all they have. They can't think quickly.
Yeah, none of them are smart people. I've never met
No.
one that I thought, this is a smart dude. Because they basically just all parrot each other.
Yeah.
So would Anselmo's outfit be an Anselmo ensemble?
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Cliff.
And ask Elmo.
Like, what
Nothing to do
dumber
with these-
thing can anybody say than if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay?
That's horrible.
that makes no sense. But they
Nope.
all say it.
Well, it doesn't. I mean,
It doesn't
the
compute. to me.
context is if you're trespassed from somewhere, you're not free to stay. But if you just walk up to a random person, then it does apply. You're allowed to stay. Because you
Right.
haven't been trespassed.
No.
I think they don't understand what trespass means.
No.
I even asked PhD Tony about this because, he's got a strong math background. And if A equals B, then B equals A. Like we all learned that in middle school, right?
Mhm.
So if I'm free to go, I'm free to stay.
It's not that.
Then by, the, what do they call the transient law, I think? That means that if I'm not free to go, I'm not free to stay.
Right.
Transitive
what do you
property, I
do?
think.
You can't stay and you
Right.
can't go. So
Catch
that
22.
just rips a hole in the space-time continuum, and
And we're all
it's
dead.
like dividing by zero. Like we all just cease to exist.
Yep. There you go.
So
Damn it.
saying if I'm free to stay, then I'm free to go is equally as stupid as saying if I'm not free to stay, then I'm not free to go. The inverse law.
Thank you for inputting math into our wonderful Sunday.
I'm just gonna say that basically means they destroy one universe and create another.
I hate them.
Yeah.
You basically get a multi universe from those idiots.
Can you guys stop?
But
Enough
can
with the
we
math.
all
Enough
still
math.
agree that that's a stupid thing to say?
It's very stupid. We all
Okay.
always have agreed.
Well, agree again.
Aim is
I haven't paid you yet today, so just agree.
I agree.
Okay, now I'll pay you.
Thank you.
goddamn camera, and we'll take it from there. I just wanted you
I just wanted to point that out, guys, that he
I just wanted you guys to hear his voice because, like, he sounds like every cousin I have. Look at that. He's right up on their conversation. He's listening to it because he says something about it.
Look, he should have been trained before he got the badge. Not right now.
How?
You watch your language. You watch your language. You don't even know you're a sergeant. You don't even know that we have the right to. He has to inform you right now. Are you kidding?
It's his voice and how rage-filled it is right now that gives me pause. He was listening to a private conversation. How dare he?
They're all
Are you
voyeurists.
kidding me? How long you been a cop, bro? How long you been a cop, bro? This guy's teaching you about the First Amendment right now? Right now?
Right
Why
now?
you have your hand on your gun?
Shut up with that.
That
That
is
That's
really
a
aggravates me.
ridiculous argument.
that is a normal resting position for a
Yeah.
fucking hand. Stop saying stupid shit.
Right. I've carried a gun like that so many times, and that really is just like a natural resting place for your hand. It just stupid. It shows that these people have never served in the military. They've never done anything. If you were a contractor and you had a hammer, you know, you've seen contractors like roofers with the hammer.
Oh yeah, they do the same thing.
Same thing. That's where your
Same
hand
thing.
goes.
You don't think any of
these
them
people
ever?
It's
have
like a
never
hand
worked.
on hip, hand on hip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've never done anything in their life of any consequence.
Except for last night, one of them says, "Why don't you go?" A cop says to one of them, "Go serve your country." He's like, "I am serving my country."
Oh yeah,
I wanted to scream. I think I did scream.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually.
that was
I
the
res-
yelling dude in my video.
I
I don't
respect
even
the
know
hell
who he
out
is.
of.
I'm sorry, Cliffy.
I respect
What?
the hell out of contractors. They're hardworking guys. And
Oh
gals.
no, I couldn't do it. Like
Roofers?
roofers. Like I could never be a roofer.
Yeah.
That's a hard job.
Before they put up my
Solar panels?
solar panels that I just had installed, they put a new roof on the house, and in this time of year on a roof in the south, like holy
That's what I was
shit.
gonna say. The summer is got to be brutal.
Right, I couldn't do it.
They
Anybody
put
else?
off a roof on my house with that white kind of coating. So they actually had to wear bloody sunglasses, but it was less warm because it actually cooled them off. They were like, "We like to, put this stuff on the roof,
Really?
like
I
a plastic
wonder-
coating."
I've always
Huh.
wondered why in the near in hot areas like the southeast or the southern US and the hot places, why don't we have light colored roofs? Why do we still put dark
yeah.
colored roofs on our house?
That's a good question.
Yeah, because light.
Homeowners associations filled with Karens that want everything to look the same color.
Light colors
Really?
reflect the heat, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but
you have
but-
a much cooler house if you
But
have
it's
it.
aesthetically pleasing for the neighborhood. You're bringing
No one-
down our property values.
Oh god.
If it is a flat roof, no one's gonna see your bloody roof. What the hell?
But we don't have flat roofs that much here.
Yeah, they're not very
But even
common.
still, like
Part of the world.
at least use like light gray shingles instead of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
on my roof they're like dark brown.
I love a terracotta roof.
I
those.
love Spanish tile. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tile roofs, unless you live near a golf course, and then when the golf balls hit them, they crack your tiles.
Hey guys, real quick, I need to get out of here. I'm sorry.
hon. I'm sorry.
Take care.
No,
OPT.
you're fine. You're fine. I need
Rest
to
up,
get out of
man.
here. Thanks, guys. Have a good one, and as always, I love y'all. And
Yeah,
Love
good.
you.
Good to have you. You're always welcome.
Love you too,
You're on
bro.
OPT.
Please feel better.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Come
You're
on.
in our prayers. Fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
What's your name in Bachelor, man?
Your
What's
mom.
Bachelor, man?
Your mama.
You don't know about the First Amendment, bro?
I have plenty of knowledge of the First Amendment.
Why are you being trained on it right now in front of me?
not.
Yeah, you are. And you're a sergeant.
Your mom.
Walk of shame.
Just
What?
walk of shame.
He's going in an office.
Oh.
Yeah, walk of shame because you would never work, right?
Yo, the dude on my video today said walk of shame when the guy rode off in his
Yeah, he
car.
was driving.
He drove-
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Does he have a Fred Flintstone car or something? Then it's a walk
So
of shame,
dumb.
probably.
That's like
Holy
the
shit,
that Kern County guy. Like everything that anybody does is whatever they're doing. That is the whatever they're doing of shame.
Yeah, the of shame, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's got the face of shame.
Right.
They're
It could be
closing the door of
writing writing a ticket. It's the
Of shame.
writing the ticket of shame.
So dumb.
These people are
So
so
incredibly dumb.
hilariously stupid. So I had someone comment on my video that I need to differentiate between frauditors and sovereign citizens, and I'm like, because every
Right.
title I have is sovereign citizen owned with a number after it, right? That
Mhm.
part is not interesting at all. That's just the YouTube algorithm tickling. But the first part, sovereign citizen, when it is a frauditor, I specifically do that to piss them off because, they don't want to be associated with the sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
That was like in my video today. The one guy tried to say that I make videos about auditors because I couldn't find enough sovereign citizens, and I made the point that they are sovereign citizens. There's like,
Mhm.
it's
Yeah, they are.
just they're like, it's almost like they're sovereign citizens in training, because after they get
They're the
arrested enough times, like James Freeman, he was originally like just an auditor, and he's been arrested so many times that now he's morphed into, now he's more sovereign citizen than he is auditor. So it's like in the US, I don't know how they do it in the Netherlands. We have Major League Baseball, but then they have these farm teams
Mhm.
that play like it's like a
I know what you
lower rank.
Yeah, we have two
like
division
triple.
of soccer.
Triple A, double A,
Yeah,
and
Right.
soccer. What we call
So-
football. We have two
Yeah,
divisions. We have
so-
lower
so
divisions.
they're
And you
like-
can promote to the actual honor league.
right.
Yeah, so the auditors are just like, they're out there auditing, and they're just like waiting. They're like, put me in, coach. I want to be a full-blown subset. They're just waiting to get called up to the National League.
They're
So
baby
they can
subsets.
be- right.
Well, some of them look down on sovereign citizens. I was like, how can you look down on them when you're a frauditor? Like,
Right.
Right.
You're like a dumber version of the subset.
It's
Yeah.
like a freaking heroin abuser looking down on somebody who does cocaine. Like, well, at least I don't do cocaine.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
frauditors are just like the marijuana of sovereign citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least
Good
you
point.
gotta. Well, can we say all those drugs on stream? I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
YouTube bots and all that jazz.
I mean, we're not telling people to do them because
Yeah.
that
You
would be illegal
there's
in
like-
most states.
There's like blue stuff, and it's got its own series. So that's probably the top version of.
It's
That's
kind of
right.
like
I'm looking for words.
Yeah, you
for the flat earthers, you had Marilyn Spirit Level.
Ugh.
She got arrested
Mhm.
doing some flat earth stuff,
Mhm.
and one of the sovereign citizens got a hold of her, and before she went to trial, and said, here's how you can get out of it, converted her to a sovereign citizen. You had Flat Earth Fokker that got arrested doing flat earth stuff, and one of the gurus got the sovereign citizen gurus got a hold of him. Now he's a sovereign citizen. So it's only a matter of time before these auditors, I mean, they're that stupid. Like, you have to be that stupid to be an auditor. So all they need to do is get arrested and have the right sovereign citizen guru approach them and say, I can get you out of this. You just have to use my magic words. And they're all going to be full-blown sovereign citizens,
No
because
doubt.
they're already that dumb.
Mhm.
There's another one out of New Zealand, a prominent artist. She's been celebrated. She won all kinds of awards. I believe her name is Jane Callahan. And she got a hold of by the sovereign citizens out there. that go into the whole anti-science against that thing we can't talk about.
Right.
And she went to court and literally talked to the judge, and she's like, I'm not a vessel. And the judge is like, what the hell are you talking about? Go
Right.
go
What
back
does
to
that
jail.
even mean?
Go back to jail, and we'll see you in like a month. So
Crazy.
I'm not a vessel.
Why
Yeah.
are they embarrassed to sound so crazy in public?
They don't have any shame.
Well, look at Wesley Snipes. He tried the sovereign citizen thing when he got arrested for tax evasion.
He did,
You
didn't
know?
he?
Yeah.
He tried to do the whole thing about the
They clowned on
was it
him.
Was it the 17th Amendment? I'm showing my ignorance here.
14th.
No, not the 14th. The one that instated the income tax.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about
I
slaves.
think it was the 17th Amendment.
Yeah.
I'm sure the chat's gonna roast me for if I got it wrong.
He did 2.5 years in jail.
Yeah, and he ended up going to prison for it because he fell for some sovereign citizen
16th
nonsense.
Amendment.
And the
16th Amendment.
other celebrities, especially black celebrities, roasted him. They clowned
Right.
him so bad.
And I think there was another one that tried some sovereign citizen
Randy
stuff.
Quaid, maybe?
Um,
He had all kinds of conspiracy
Really?
theories, yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was a character he played.
He was arrested up here in Vancouver for he was wanted down in the States for something, and he was claiming that there was a big conspiracy against him called the Star Whackers that were going out and killing celebrities
Get out.
and stuff. No.
oh my God. But here's the thing. If you get in trouble, you know, don't, and if somebody comes along and they're like, look, I got magic words.
No, don't do it.
No.
That's terrible.
Well,
This is
I've
one
been
of the
teaching.
reasons.
I've been teaching
Sorry.
Devon Bay some magic words.
Yes, you have. Yes, you
Yeah,
have, and they're
that's funny.
beautiful.
I cannot repeat them.
No, but he.
It's so
they're
dumb.
wonderful.
They don't check anything. They just don't check. They just
They just repeat. He's
Yeah,
that
they're-
dumb.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's wonderful.
The thing is, if you're stupid and you know that you're stupid,
They don't.
then you don't fall for this nonsense because you have like somebody that you know that you can trust, like maybe a brother or sister or mom and dad, like somebody. But if you're stupid and you don't know that you're stupid,
Mhm.
that's the people that get caught up in this nonsense.
I just wish I was present at some frauditor situation and that just tell everyone to completely ignore them. You know,
Right.
completely ignore them. They would have no content. It would
Right.
just be dead air from start to finish with maybe them talking.
Hello, the plot hole in the chat.
People
Good
think
bad.
they're smart when they're stupid because they found some kind
Dunning-Kruger.
of like, yeah,
That's the Dunning-Kruger curve.
Yeah,
they found
absolutely.
some kind of contrarian position that no one else believes in, and they think that
They're
they're
special.
the arbiter of truth now. Yeah.
Right.
The thing about it is, if you have actual intelligence or expertise, the more expert you are, the more you start to doubt yourself because you know
Yeah.
what you don't know.
Yeah, and that's what they discovered when they did those experiments with Dunning-Kruger. They found out that people that are actually experts, they doubt themselves more than people that don't know anything. They overinflate their assessment of how much they know. And
It's kind of the circle of knowledge, right? If your circle of knowledge is like real small, the actual circumference of that's not the word. The radius? No. Damn it! I'm looking for the word.
Diameter?
diameter.
Oh, yeah, the diameter. So the line of the circle itself is small, right? But the more you know, that line is gonna get a much bigger surface area.
Right.
So
That's
it's
what
gonna
happened.
you're gonna get in contact with more knowledge you don't know, and you're gonna get aware of that. And the more you are aware of that, the less you get. The confidence goes away.
Right. That's what happened to me when I went to originally went to college to learn electronics. Like I knew some electronics because I had, been to schools in the Navy, and I had learned like the basics. But when I went to university, like I went in there with like, I'm just going to blow this away because I know everything that there is to know about electronics. And it didn't take a couple of weeks before I found out, like,
No, you
I'm
don't.
a fucking idiot.
You know, no shit.
I don't know a damn thing.
Oh, it's the arc. I was looking for the word arc. It's not the diameter radius. It's the arc.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The circle itself. I
mean, they started talking about, programming microprocessors and things like that I had never ever done.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know any of this. I was like basically an idiot. But that's what education does. And every step of education that I've ever had just basically makes you feel stupid because you realize that you don't know shit about shit. No matter how educated you are, there's a whole lot of stuff that you don't know because nobody knows everything.
Humility is a good thing.
And it should be. But and we see with these people, we see with the sovereign citizens and the First Amendment auditors and the flat earthers, they don't know what they don't know. So they think that they know everything.
Yep.
And but especially with the flat earthers I've seen, even when you present them with what they don't know, I guess it's true for the, flat earthers and everybody else too. They don't believe it. We brought up Anthony Williams earlier. There was that video of him in court where the judge is trying to assess if he needs to appoint a lawyer or not. He says, how much legal training do you have? And Anthony Williams says, more than any lawyer that you know. He literally said that. He said, I have more. Well, he said, I have more legal knowledge than any lawyer that you can, than you know.
Yeah.
And it turns out he didn't, because he's in jail for basically for the rest of his life.
It's not just for that. He was also, him and his son were both charged with sexual crimes.
Right. And scamming people, doing mortgage scams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was scamming people in the Filipino community specifically.
Right.
And they even stood up for him at his trial still.
Right. But he thought that he knew more than, Alan Dershowitz. He thought like he just knew more about law than anybody. When basically he knew nothing. Because he was too stupid to know what he didn't know.
He didn't know, yeah.
Yeah. So what I would, submit to everybody out there is like, go find out, if you're interested in something, go find out about it. And you're probably going to find out that you don't know anything near what you think you know. Like I knew a lot of badass dudes in the military that went to buds where you go to become a SEAL, and found out they were not nearly the badass that they thought they were. They thought they were the baddest dude on earth. They were going to go to buds and they were going to crush it, and that all the SEALs are going to be like, this is,
a new big guy.
Yeah, this is the dude. Like, we got ourselves a superhero here. And then, 2 weeks in, they're tapping out because they got their ass kicked. None of us are as smart or as badass as we probably think that we are. Even if you're a humble dude, you're not that badass. You're not that smart.
Isn't that the hardest military training on Earth?
That or probably Delta.
Yeah.
Is Delta Rangers?
No, Delta is if you're a Ranger and you go to, so Delta training is the equivalent of SEAL Team 6 training.
Okay.
So it's basically tier 1, the best of the best of the best.
Question.
And I wouldn't want to put one up against the other because they're both, they're pretty much, the hardest training that you can do.
Question. 2 questions. Where does Green Beret sit?
Okay, so a Green Beret is basically the equivalent of a SEAL.
Okay.
So in the Navy, we have SEAL Team 1, 2. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
We have 8 SEAL teams.
Okay.
And then we have SEAL Team 6, which would be the 9th.
Okay.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay, I got that right. And SEAL Team 6 is totally separate from the rest of the SEALs. Not totally separate. They're still SEALs, but they're basically the premier. They're what we call Tier 1 operators.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the guys with all of the black, book money. That's they're the ones that they send in to like kill Bin Laden.
Okay.
That's who killed Bin Laden with SEAL Team 6.
Right.
They draw their recruits to become SEAL Team 6 members from the other SEAL teams. Like if you're in, like when I was at SEAL Team 2, our operators could apply to go through to SEAL Team 6, and they would go through a basic assessment, and then if they were good enough, then they would go into training, which is basically you just get your ass kicked for about a year, and if you can make it through, then you become a SEAL Team 6 operator.
Yeah. Okay.
Also known as DevGru, Special Warfare Development Group.
Okay.
Because they can't just have one name. Delta Force, also known as First Special Operations Division Delta. First Special Operations Force Detachment Delta, because they can't have just one name either, because they're also named Combat Applications Group, CAG, because you got to have more than one name if you're super cool dudes. They draw from basically the Rangers or the Green Berets, or the Green Berets. If you're a Green Beret, that's basically like being a SEAL.
Okay.
So they go through all the training. They do basically the same sort of missions that SEALs do. And then if you're a bad enough, Ranger or Green Beret, then you can go through Delta training and go to Delta Force.
Thank you. Back to the video.
I've got tons of useless information in my head.
Yeah. And yeah. Edit. You gotta edit. Back to the video.
He's got a live edit.
He needs to edit.
You asked the question.
I will never do it again.
Get your boss. I already talked to your boss. I've been here before.
Sir, step back.
What are you gonna do if I walk in, bro?
Sir,
Are you gonna?
Can you
arrest me
believe
if
this
I walk in
shit?
the police
Sir.
department?
Yeah.
You're gonna arrest me if I walk in the police
you have the
department?
right to record.
So
I-
And I have
confident.
the right to record in here too.
I hate
Yes,
him
I
more
do.
now that he said, bro.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
It's just a prank, bro.
Why do they say bro so much?
I know, right?
I don't
But
know.
here's the thing. Who raised him to think this is appropriate behavior?
Nobody. That's probably the problem.
Yeah.
You
Animals.
need to have a new law. A punchable offense.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
please.
are a punchable offense, you need to get punched. Everyone in the street needs to punch you. That's like 20 punches already. So
Yeah. I would
It's like when Glenn says, or else what?
Yeah, he's
or
doing
what?
the same thing. They copy each other, like you said.
Can you have him back up? I'm trying to conduct business here. Thank you. Back up, please.
And
Don't
he
touch
walks
me.
in. He walked in.
You don't have any authority.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You don't have.
Oh my God. I'm
why aren't they
sorry.
going hands on?
I'm sorry, but
Remove
A,
him.
he should do something about this right now. He shouldn't allow him to walk in after he said no. And B, I've seen kids do this to teachers now too. This is too much. It's happening too much. Nobody has any respect for authority. I'm sorry I sound like that person, but I feel that way.
We said it last night on the stream with Artie. Police are doing everything in their power not to arrest people for
And
the
I
petty
hate that.
shit. right? But these fools
They're taking advantage of it.
They're taking advantage of it, and it's making it worse. And so they want to push the narrative that the police are bad. That's all it is. And
Right.
we're capturing them on video. Yeah, what you're capturing is people being frustrated to fucking hell and back because you exist.
Yes. And isn't that sad?
And just as an aside, I saw somebody in chat that said that apparently they think that I said Delta Force is the same as SEALs. That's not what I said. I said SEAL Team 6 is the equivalent of Delta Force, as they are both Tier 1 operators.
Right. I got that.
Right. So I don't know. Yeah.
I think JTF2 is a Tier 1 operator, too.
What the hell's that? No, I'm not. Fuck ass.
The Canadian Special Forces.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Joint Task Force 2.
All right. Cool.
Authority. Sir, call your superior.
I want somebody to hurt him.
I need a public records request form right now.
Oh, fuck off, dude.
Public record.
You can do it online.
Yeah, just get the
Right.
fuck out and do it yourself. You know, I actually saw a comment on one of my videos where someone said that most of these cases are dismissed. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything, you idiot.
No,
Right.
it
Of
doesn't.
course they're dismissed because the courts are
petty.
overrun.
Yeah, but they see it as they won. They didn't
No.
win. It's
No,
just
that's
on the
not
because
right.
there's too much shit going on, so they're gonna dismiss the petty, nonsensical cases.
Right.
It's not that they won. It's
Right.
it's because it's useless.
I wish OPT was still here so he could explain it, but no, a dismissal, and I mean I've explained it, but who am I? But a dismissal is not a win.
No, not at
It
all.
just means that it wasn't worth it.
No, not at all. Yep, that's it. Because there's COVID, and they don't want to put people at risk. Because
Right.
including the staff at the jails. And yeah, none of them has ever won on the merits of the case. The merits.
Right. And that's what I've been begging for probably going on 4 or 5 years now, even before I was a YouTuber, when I was just a commenter, asking, please tell me that, please show me a case where you won on the merits, and they'll never do it.
No,
They'll
they
show me
can't.
some dismissal or, some reason that it got dismissed because paperwork was improperly filed or the cop did something wrong or something like that. I mean, that's not winning on the merits.
No, it's not.
I had that same discussion with Last Days of Freedom, a week ago.
Right.
And I told him, look, if you win your case against Russellville, it has to be on the merits. A settlement is not a win. A settlement
Right.
is go
That's
away
go
money.
away money. Yeah.
Here's a few grand. Shut the fuck up and get out of my face. Right?
Yeah.
It's a bribe. That's really what settlement money is.
Somebody asked whatever happened to Amazing Audits. Amazing
He's in the
Audits
hospital.
I heard was in the hospital. Like he got a
Fucked
big
up.
old ass whooping. like he didn't even look like himself.
No.
He was cosplaying as a mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It was beautiful.
I mean, his both eyes were swollen shut. Like I think his jaw, like he said in a video that they found out that his jaw wasn't broken, but they thought it may have been at first. Like,
he tried to say the cops did it.
I thought that sentence was gonna go a different way. They found his jaw and they brought it back.
No, his story is that a cop ran him over.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he was doing some frauditor stuff, and he just got a great big old country ass whooping.
Yeah, he did. And it was beautiful.
They do pick and choose their targets. They pick and choose their targets based on how much can these people I'm filming do to me. And it's
Yeah, right.
always people with a job. They don't want to lose their job. They don't want to deal with this shit.
And usually in front of
that's
cops.
the people they target. And usually in front of cops, in reach of a cop. They hate the cops, but they want to have the protection of the cops.
Absolutely.
Right.
They're such fucking cowards. It's ridiculous seeing them yelling because the louder they are, the more they expose themselves as
The
total
there.
cowards.
Yeah. I
Nice.
see a bunch of people in the chat asking. I was in the Navy because I've seen some people asking what branch and what I did. Yeah, I was in the Navy.
That's the video.
records request form right now.
Can you have your mask on, please?
No, sir.
Why
Oh!
not?
I don't answer questions.
It wasn't a question, it was a
Yeah,
request.
that's fine.
I haven't been
Fucking
disorderly. I
moron.
haven't been disorderly.
But you need a mask on in this building.
Is that like a law?
Yes.
It's not a law.
Okay, so leave me alone. You're a cop.
It-
Back up.
Oh, fuck you. See, somebody hit him.
Escort
hit
him out?
hit
For what?
Yes.
For
yes,
what
yes,
crime? You see,
yes.
you don't know your shit.
I am
bro.
just
You don't
freaking
know
out
your
in the
stuff.
background.
Are you a sergeant?
sorry.
I have
I'm
the
so
right to
sorry.
be here, bro. How long? You've
Bruh.
been focusing too much on other
Bruh.
things. You've been focusing too much on other things. I'm gonna complain on you.
Oh, he's
This guy
gonna
wants me
complain on
escorted
you.
out?
Nobody
I'm
cares.
gonna
about
tattle
complaint.
tale.
No, he doesn't know. He's still
My dad
trying.
works at
He's still
Nintendo.
trying. Okay, let him try.
You understand you have the right to record.
Okay, and I also want formal public records request form. Thank you, sir.
As opposed to an informal public records
Yes,
request.
listen
Yeah,
to
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on.
You
I want to
asked
document what he's saying.
your question.
What he's saying is, I want to listen to his conversation.
Right.
What he's saying.
Okay, so when you ask a question and I try and answer your question, I'd appreciate.
He doesn't want me to document what he's saying.
No,
Well-
you're a fucking rude motherfucker.
Public request, okay?
What's his
That was-
name?
That was explained to you last time you came in,
Correct.
that you would need to get that unlocked.
Why are we training officers right here that already have badges? Like, every time I come here, we have an officer doing the wrong thing. What's going on here?
Your mom.
You guys need to be investigated? Is that what it is?
No, your
That
mom.
needs to be done.
Well, I don't understand. Every time I come here, we seem to have a problem. What is wrong?
You're
What
the
is wrong
problem.
with this guy telling me I don't have a right to come in here, step out? Is he crazy? Are you, did you?
The baby crying
That's-
noises are a good touch.
That's no.
That's what I'm doing.
Listen,
I'm adding those.
I can record right here
I
too.
thought so.
I talked to your boss already, bro. You the big guy from right here. So you'll see it on the internet. It's gonna have thousands and thousands of views.
But nobody
It's not fine.
cares.
It's not fine. You see,
Yeah,
you don't
it is.
care. He don't care.
Nobody cares.
Hold on, pause.
Bro.
Have y'all noticed that inevitably in these videos, when they're like, it's gonna have thousands and thousands of views, it never does have all those views
Yeah, on our channels it does.
until it gets on our channels.
Yep.
Until we fix it, cut out all the dead air, and then make some
Mhm.
funny comments about it.
I got
the
about
first time.
40,000, 50,000, 60,000 views on my tiny channel. And Glen
Right.
Sirio got about 2,000.
Yeah, I've taken
So-
videos where that are on channels that have like a few hundred subscribers and a few hundred views, and they'll be live streaming and they'll be like, "There's 10,000 people watching right now,"
No.
and I'm like, "No, there's not. This video only has 500 views." I was like, "If you want 10,000 views, I can help you out with that." But
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just shout out.
right,
And
but they're
Yeah.
they're you have to, just like you have to lie to Flat Earth, you have to lie to fraud it.
Oh my God! What did I say last night, guys? You have to
What?
lie to fraud it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to lie to fraud it. Yeah, you can.
It
Just
definitely
like
is.
when
That's so funny.
Profile Patty says, "Oh no, I turned my camera off."
Oh.
yeah, Glen's got almost the amount of subscribers Ragical does too, and Ragical's getting 30 times the views.
Yes, he does.
It's hilarious.
I'm gaining on the cow patty who struck me, by the way.
Hmm.
Or his
Because
mom.
he's a
His mom
bitch.
struck me. Copyright.
Lucretia
So
Roth. Yeah.
she, they're both
Yeah.
bitches. That's why.
I don't even think she knows.
I do. I absolutely do.
Yeah, I believe that she knows.
Hmm she
Um,
raised that shit.
Also, Artie and I talked about something important last night in dealing with the frauditors,
Mhm.
and that is a little known thing that people can do is they can complain to YouTube about being in the video.
Yep.
And if they do, YouTube is going to ask the frauditor to either modify it or remove it.
Because image laws are a thing. I've been saying it all this time.
Especially if it's monetized. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you can get a privacy complaint, right?
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because in Hollywood, if you are in a
Background
video,
even. Yeah.
yeah, you have to sign a release because it's monetized. Like if it's not monetized and it's just like your home movie, then it's fine. But if you're going to put it on a monetized channel, then you're supposed to have them sign a release. I don't know if that's true in every state, but
Most states have
Right.
that. image
It's
laws.
not true for our channels though, because it is already online. Unless their original video actually gets removed, there might be a request for our videos to get removed as well.
But if you
Other
notice,
than that, if it's already online on another channel and you're commenting on it, then it's allowed.
we usually blur people though.
Yeah, we brought that up last night as part of the
you gotta-
discussion as well.
You gotta blur the children.
Yeah, we always do.
Also,
I always
wait. Silence Boy also has a video online where he's basically calling children in his video fucking bootlickers.
Oh
I
my
reported that
God.
video for harassment against children because that is
Leave the
not
link.
done.
Leave the link. We'll all do it.
Did you see the guy that I made the video about today said that he respects my right to critique his video, and then he reported it.
Oh no! Did he?
They're so dumb. It's ridiculous how dumb they are.
Well, no,
there got to be a law against being that dumb.
He said he did it in real time. He was like, "Okay, I'm reporting this," and then he was like, "Yeah, I respect his right to make a video." I was like, "But you just said you reported it. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. Like, nobody cares. Like,
no, nobody cares.
But like, you can't say that you are reporting the video and then literally 2 seconds later say that you respect my right to make the video. Like, that's not how that works.
No.
So anyway, sorry.
Oh, the video might actually have been removed. I can't find it.
Oh, good. Cool. All right, video.
Alone. No, you put on a mask. I don't work here.
He has a mask
you have
on,
to
you
wear
fucking
one because you're at
moron.
work. No, I don't. Then arrest me. Come, take me.
Please do.
No, I don't.
Here, hold this right there. Oh, there.
I hate him.
Take me.
Oh.
Take me. Well, then why? What's he enforcing then?
It's a judge's order that they're supposed to use
Then take
the
the-
next building because it's a.
So you're gonna take
government building.
So you're gonna take me? You're gonna take me to jail for not wearing a mask? Come here. Come on.
Never said
Trespassing.
that.
All right.
It'd be
So this guy needs to
trespassing.
stop.
Yeah,
giving
and it's
orders
behind
then.
your back, dummy,
He's
not
giving
in
me
front.
It was a judge's order.
He reminds me of Nathan Thompson.
I really want him hurt.
Can we just build a space rocket and put all the stupid people on it and just fire them at the sun? We'll tell them we'll fire it at night.
Somebody call Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Somebody
get
should
the stupid people of the planet. We should have a minimum IQ on this planet. It's done. We're at 2021. You know, it's time. We need to have a law for a minimum IQ. There's no reason to be this dumb.
Because I don't mind dumb people who are sweet. There should be a
All right,
minimum.
let me
a
rephrase that.
minimum level of
Antagonistic.
manners and kindness, I guess.
Yeah, antagonistic, arrogant, dumb people. They need to be put on a rocket,
That I
fired
would
into the sun.
totally agree with.
Yeah, there's
Would be a
people
waste
that
of a good
are
rocket, though.
there's people that are not that bright that are humble and nice people.
Yeah,
Oh
man,
yeah, definitely. They exist.
We
but,
can
you know,
we can keep our Forrest Gumps.
Thank you. Yes.
That's right.
All right, here we go.
And don't forget the people with Down syndrome. I love those people. They're awesome.
I wouldn't mind.
They
like,
have
if
no
we,
filters.
If
you know?
we made him mute forever, and like made him a pet, maybe.
You gotta build an island with cameras on it and see what happens if you put flat
Yeah.
earthers, frauditors, sovereign citizens, Karens, Moors, all on that.
Ugh, we can dream.
Sir,
You're gonna hit
We have-
3 out of the.
We've
3
been
days
here-
out of the week. I understand.
without a mask. He has.
Okay,
you
Last time he said that he had a.
They're trying to talk about
Did
that.
it change?
Look. They're trying to
I
talk
never
about
said.
the mask to detour the subject from talking about this guy not knowing that I have the right to be here,
My
not knowing that I
God.
have the right.
I
to
hate
be
him
here.
so
Why
much.
does this conversation exist?
Why does he
I don't
exist?
understand. Who's the internal affairs person for the sheriffs?
Who cares?
Can we call your mom and slap her?
Just tell him your mom.
What's your name? What's your name, big guy?
Your mom.
Big
What's
guy.
your- what's your
Because I don't
name?
remember. You see,
If you're recording, it's on
you were disturbing
Here
my
you go,
peace.
sir.
You see?
If you'd like to make a complaint, there's formal complaint there.
Wait, does he have a
Here we
pot
go.
of peas with him? And this man
Go
disturbed his
ahead and
peas?
take this.
Uh,
I'm sorry, that joke was better than his
It's
entire video. though.
terrible.
They have it online.
Thank you, sir. And your name?
Mine
Your mama.
or his?
Yours.
Sergeant Cruz.
They just gotta go with Bob. Everyone is Bob.
Yep.
Bob the builder,
Oh.
Bob the police officer.
Not Cruz in Spanish. Cruz. Okay. Got it.
I hate him.
Vilified
I
freedom
really-
in the chat.
Hey, Vilified.
Hey, VF.
Going vilified.
People were asking about you before.
This is the type of officer that if he was by himself,
I
he would have at least taken me
wish somebody would.
for trespassing or disorderly conduct.
You need to be
Every-
beaten down.
Absolutely everything it says is
A
non-
lie.
Can you at least apologize so I don't file a
Oh,
complaint? Maybe see that you have some
you
heart.
don't deserve an apology.
Let the people
Shit.
see.
Oh wait, is
If
this
you
the
have some heart, I
phone
have
call
some
of
heart.
shame?
What's that?
No, see, he wants to do this because he's trying to intimidate the officer and he's trying to embarrass and shame him.
Yeah, but this
He
is the
wants to
phone
be
call
the
of
big
shame.
guy. He wants to be the big guy in front of his followers. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm sorry, guys.
He's a very small little
I'm a
man.
man. I
Yeah, he
respect
is.
a man who say, "Hey, listen, I was wrong."
No,
have
you don't.
respect for
You don't
anybody.
respect anyone. You don't even
I'm shutting
respect
up.
yourself. Otherwise,
here
you
to
wouldn't be
bash you.
doing this shit.
What do his numbers look like
You never
recently?
say. You never.
Yeah, can we check into that?
I'll check that right now. Just
What is it? Auditing
Thank you.
America?
Yeah.
yeah, I'll look it up if you want.
Yeah.
All right, so that asshole of a so-called
I love that guy.
shit, but
No, let him narrate for a bit. I mean,
Okay,
he's
good.
got
find
something.
something. They tried the mass deal, and you know that shit that mass deal. I don't know. That shit don't work for nothing. Okay. Either have a sign. I don't know. Either have a sign that it's required to
They
go
do.
in there.
Yeah, so he's wrong more than he is right. So, but I do like him.
Yeah, his numbers aren't bad, unfortunately.
Who, Anselmo?
Yeah.
Well, there.
There's idiots out there. That's
I
fine.
gotta say, Cliff, I outclass him.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, he's getting 40,000 views a day. You're probably getting more than that, right?
He's got 10 times the subscribers of me, and I'm getting near his view count.
Yep.
I mean,
That's sad.
Yeah.
That is really sad.
But still, as a frauditor, he's doing all right.
yeah, he's getting decent.
That does not say anything.
No, it doesn't. It's unfortunate, too, because he's one of the biggest
1.44
assholes.
million views every month. I get 1.31. For a frauditor, that is. Is he monetized?
Yeah, of course he is. Of course he is.
He actually thinks he's a tough guy, doesn't he?
He does.
Why? Has he seen himself?
No.
I mean, have any of these frauditors looked in the mirror? What
look
do
at
they
Glen
see?
Stereo
Some kind of
calling
some kind of
Schrodinger
Arnold
fat and
Schwarzenegger
ugly.
walking around with big rifles or something. You know?
Glen Stereo called Schrodinger fat and ugly. That to me is the silliest thing.
Yeah, well, Glen Stereo lives in a video game.
Mm.
I just don't understand the followers of these people. They are not worse, but they're
No,
on
they
a similar
are. You
level.
think about it. Like my tweet yesterday about Earl. People support him. They send him money. They're worse. They're supporting a child molester.
Right.
Yeah.
Who they? Well, we can't say that yet, but we know that he was convicted of rape.
Well, the
which
lady.
Is,
the mother
he was
said she-
convicted of it.
Yeah.
He's under indictment for child molestation, which we can't say for sure because he wasn't convicted yet. But his ex-wife said that he molested all of her
All
daughters.
her children. Yeah.
Right. So I think it's a pretty good bet, but they don't care.
No.
I even asked.
Are they sociopaths?
I was in Floyd's chat one time before he blocked me, and I said he said he was gonna change his format up and start doing more like Earl does, and I said, well, that's fine if you don't have any young girls around, and just as a joke. And he was like, oh, yeah, well, everybody's got a past and everybody's got a few skeletons in their closet. I was like, that's
Really?
a whole different thing. Like, you shoplifted when you were, 25. That's a whole different thing than molesting all of your daughters. That's
Oh, my
a
God.
whole different thing.
I can't believe they said that.
Well, that's Floyd. So
That's a pretty ugly skeleton to have in your closet.
right. like that's something you don't come back from. Like
No.
You shouldn't.
I
But
don't think that's
like Dog
something-
Detective says, it's unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable.
Right.
That kind of crime.
That's what I was about to say. Like you don't come back from that. You're just like, maybe you could do like some sort of supervised job after prison that, maybe working in some
shoveling
fields,
shit.
not around people, like maybe be a lumberjack or something where there's no kids around or something, but
I'll make them clean the sewers.
yeah,
It's
you
horrible.
Brush.
I don't think you should be able to recover from mistreating children
No.
or old people. Like, it's just
Right.
that's they're the most vulnerable amongst us, and
Yeah.
that should count for something.
It's like those nurses that kill children and old people. That's just so evil.
Right.
Well, this took a turn.
Yeah.
Let me try and positive it up a bit. I mean,
Thank you.
I saw a nurse. She's on leave right now because of certain situations, but she actively in her free time walks with an elderly gentleman of over 80 years old. He has dementia, and they just walk around. He has been living in this town where I live for quite some time. So she just walks around with him as like a pastime after work. But well, she's not working right now, but she has the licenses to actually walk around with, so she can actually take care of him, right? And every time he just walks around areas, it's constantly the same story over and over again, right? My mom was a nurse as well, so she knows about the dementia in people. It's constantly the same story over and over again, but it's good for them because it actually keeps the memories alive in their brains. So they walk around town and just go to areas where he used to live, and he just asks people about, do you know people who live in this area? So apparently he has lived when he was younger in the street I live. And well, my dad was there as well, so basically he could tell him everything about the people that lived there. That was just amazing to see. And he liked the puppy as well,
He met Aster?
Yeah, he met Aster.
Oh, lucky
That's
guy.
That's just an amazing story that
It's
even
very
though they walk on, right? So that's kind of the sad part of it. They walked on, and he has that memory again that the people he used to work with, even my mom's, my mother's mother, he knew her as well, and also, it's my mom's grandma. He knew her. So it was kind of a revelation. It was just an amazing thing to see that this man just lit up, right? They just walk around town and knock on doors and just ask people.
I wonder if y'all saw this documentary that I saw. It's a man that literally his memory is. I don't know if he had a stroke or he was in an accident. I can't remember, but his memory is about like 2 minutes long. And then it resets. It's sort of like a flat earther, but an actual decent person.
Like that movie that Drew Barrymore was in.
And but
she loses the
like
entire day.
A real life guy. And so this happened to him, several years ago. And he lives in a home, but every day he has to re-meet everybody that he's ever known. Like, his wife will come to visit him and he doesn't know who she is, and she'll say who she is, and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember you. And then 2 minutes later he'll say, who are you? And she'll have to re-explain. And I don't know if it's like 2 minutes, maybe it's 5, I don't know. But the poor guy, it's like he just keeps resetting. And
that's terrible.
He doesn't have to relearn how to like walk or dress himself, or
that's the long-term memory that is still that those skills are still in his brain and in his skill set.
Right. It's his short-term memory from whenever the accident happened.
Yeah, new information.
He can't retain new information. It's sort of like Alzheimer's.
Oh my god.
But his wife has aged, so he doesn't recognize her.
Oh yeah.
And the nurses, he doesn't recognize them. He doesn't recognize when he wakes up in the morning. Like, he doesn't know where he's at. It's like it's real. Oh shit! I moved my microphone. I didn't realize.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering.
So yeah, that's probably better now. Like, he doesn't know where he's at every morning when he wakes up. Like, that's gotta.
It's
It sucks for
terrifying.
him, but even more so, it sucks for all his loved ones. Because imagine, like, going to see your mom and having to explain to her who you are every time you see her. Like, that would be heartbreaking. And of course, people are shooting off fireworks to make my puppies go crazy.
I live with that fear after Dad died, because Mom got early onset depression-induced dementia from him dying, and I live with the fear of her turning to me and asking me who she was. It's a cruel, cruel thing, dementia and Alzheimer's.
Yeah, it's not even like people feel really bad for the people that suffer from it, but I think it's harder on the families.
It's the sliding slope problem. That's kind of the problem. Every time you go to the home where your parents are that have this this dementia issue, every time you meet them, they have slid down further down the path, and that's the part which is heartbreaking to see. You basically see someone's mind breaking down and losing more and more memories, and at some point they will start to actually reverse it around and start seeing you not as their kids, but as their parents, because they kind of revert into childhood as well. It's really heartbreaking.
Yeah, I hope my mom is like my grandma. She had kept her marbles till she was like 100 years old, so that would be good.
Yeah.
Well, Tina's kept hers for 500 years so far. I mean, honestly, we don't know because, her birth certificate was burned up in a fire during the Civil War.
She's forgotten more than we know.
Yeah, we don't exactly know how old Tina is.
Tina's a vampire, detective just said. Are you?
She did tell me once, like, we got in a slight argument, like we were talking about, what to stream about on Sunday and all that, and she got a little bit heated, and she yelled, "There can be only one." And I was sort of like, "What?" And she was like, "Oh, never mind."
Did she wave around the sword? Was there lightning?
Well, she doesn't go on camera because the reason.
Did you hear lightning?
The reason that she doesn't go on camera is not because she doesn't want people to see what she looks like. She actually doesn't show up on camera, or in mirrors, which is odd.
Yeah.
But moral of the story, let's just appreciate our nurses and our medical personnel on the entire planet. I mean,
yes, thank you.
They're doing amazing work.
And vampires. All right, here we go.
You don't think so? So I have good hopes for him, though.
There's two
Why
of
is he
them.
still in there?
Because he has no life. A no lifer does no life.
I wish they would pick him up and actually throw him out.
This guy's still
why isn't
asking
that
to
a
back
thing
up?
anymore?
Okay, so can you at least apologize and I don't have to file a complaint, or we're not gonna do that, sir?
Bitch smack him.
Are we not gonna do that,
Is
sir?
there anything we can help you with today?
Yes. Let's just say we started off the wrong.
What do we need to help you with?
I just wanted to come say what's up.
Okay.
Say actually goodbye,
Bye.
because this is my last day here, so you're not gonna see me again.
Good.
Hopefully, whenever I do come back, nothing happens again. That's why you have to have a meeting, a group meeting, and say, hey, watch out for the cameras. We're being watched everywhere. We're not the only ones with cameras now.
Did he call
that's
himself
it,
a
bro.
cameraist?
Can we?
What?
Did he call himself a cameraist?
I don't know what he called himself.
Is he making up words now?
No idea.
I mean, whatever happened to just picking up a person and throwing him out? What actually happened to that?
I wish they would.
Why don't we do that anymore? Just pick them up and throw them out.
They love to bring up that there's cameras all over the place. The
There
thing
always
is,
have been.
the thing is, those cameras that are all over the place, don't get just arbitrarily put up on YouTube.
Mm-mm.
They're internal. They're for
a purpose.
They're records in case
Security.
something goes wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys actively seek out people at their most vulnerable moment and then put it on YouTube.
Yeah, these are the same guys that walked into a bloody women's shelter, right?
Yes, or funerals.
Yeah, and they actually got they in that video they actually got picked up and thrown outside.
Right.
Why aren't these cops doing that? Just pick them up and throw them outside. They're tiny people anyway.
It's I don't know. Something's eventually going to be done about this, and then we're all going to have to switch formats because they're gonna stop it. Because let's be honest, none of them are going to stand up to it. As soon as they start getting their ass kicked all over the place, they're gonna have to go, I guess, get real jobs or just go on welfare or something.
Yeah, whereas our YouTube channels can move on to other stuff, right? That's
That
why,
reminds
like what
me.
we did, Flat Earth. Now we're doing this, and we can move on.
That reminds me, Glen Stereo. In that video where that woman at the post office,
Yes, I know
he
what
said,
you're talking. Yep,
I would never go on food stamps.
I'm pretty
She's like-
sure he's on food stamps.
And she's like, well, you don't know that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd always have a job, even if it was lower paying. Bitch, you don't have a job now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's probably on some sort of government assistance.
Too bad we can't find that.
I just feel sorry for her that she met the worst smelling one.
I love her.
She's awesome.
I really do. She was great.
Agree that you were wrong about not letting me in?
I'm not
No.
wrong. But you can have
Your ego. You see, bro, is it part of your policy
Don't
to always say that you're not wrong so you
He's talking about somebody else's ego? Are you kidding me?
can protect the department from a lawsuit? I'm not going to sue you, bro.
Nobody cares.
I don't need the city's money. I make my own money.
Why does it say public service on the door if it's not open to the public?
Okay.
You're not wrong. So we're still not supposed to be here?
Please.
We're still not supposed to be here?
No, you're
Hi,
not.
I met this guy before. Oh, this is that guy you called, my friend? Oh, he called my friend.
Oh, no, don't fish your
He calls
pants, little
my
man.
friend. Okay, good.
You got that right?
I'm
Keep
doing
pooping
great.
his
Good to
pants.
see you, man. Good to see you.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, he
change
needs
his
your
diapers,
help.
I guess.
Mhm.
So I got called in here in reference to the gentleman right here. I told him it's fine to record out in the public areas. But if you go into an office and they don't want you to record, you have to stop the police department. Then I asked him if he could put on a mask.
Where are these tyrants they keep talking
So
about?
I'm trying to figure out what I can help him with. And that's it.
You're the only one that needs help right now.
I asked him not to come in here and record, and he still did it. And I left it alone. Okay, so that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
We have the what? We have the what?
Oh, I don't have a problem with
No. We have the what? The right. We have what?
Oh, I don't have a problem with you recording.
No, but can you tell him?
Yeah.
Can you come on? Don't.
I don't have a problem.
Just tell him, bro. Just tell him,
I don't have
bro.
a problem with you recording here.
Or being here without a mask or anything like that. You see,
You have
bro,
the right to be.
we have the right, bro.
In the public access.
They're trying to win a
access
tiny
areas of the
victory.
building, as well as the public access areas outside.
And as well as the public areas in the police department,
can't go
because
past
this is the police department.
So
This is not just
Watch,
any
he
office.
tries to go past that part too.
This is the police department. So your backup didn't really work, my friend. I apologize that you have to go through this. I am embarrassed for you.
Oh, I hate him.
I don't even want to post this. I feel like you're gonna cry when you read these comments,
God, I hate
bro.
him.
God damn it, just pick him up and throw him outside like the garbage
some
he is.
offices in the building have what they call a
Correct.
Your police officers are too lenient.
Correct. Now,
I
if I
mean,
walk in here, now we're talking. If I'm here, you see, but I'm here, and I'm not there. You see the
Somebody
line?
hit him.
I'm right here.
Somebody hit him.
So your backup didn't work, bro. I beg you to start again, to be a man. I never called you names. I never disrespected you. You're a sergeant, bro. You're supposed to be a leader. If he's a sergeant, you're a what? You're the captain.
And you're an
Bro,
ass
you're
wipe.
the captain for this. You're embarrassing the captain. The captain's gonna chew your ass tomorrow.
No, he's not. No, he's
When
not.
he sees a lot of views, bro, and a lot of comments.
Nobody cares about your little channel. You're not big. In YouTube terms, you're nothing.
And he says you're a sergeant, you're supposed to be a leader. Like, when has he ever led anything?
Anybody.
How does he know what a leader is?
He wouldn't know leader if it smacked him in the ass.
So
The power bottom he isn't.
In the ass, Elmo?
Yeah.
have
That boy's a bottom. I'm sorry.
have any of y'all ever played The Sims?
No.
Yes.
No.
Psycho Simulator, you mean?
Yeah, it's a game for psychopaths.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, kind of, but I have a point here. See, their bug fixes and their release notes for them are abjectly hilarious. Like, Sims who are on fire will no longer be forced to attend graduation before they can put themselves out. So, what I think we should do is find, like, the Frauditor and Sovsit scripts and then inject 1 or 2 lines from the Sims release notes and just change it from Sims to Americans, and see which one of them tries to repeat that shit, because they believe it.
Yeah.
We gotta feed them.
I just hate him so much. I'm sorry that I keep saying shit, but he really is one of the worst to me. And this level of harassment of the cops, it just gets to me.
Anselmo is not the "she spit in my face" guy. That's Silence Boy.
Yeah, that's Silence Boy.
Oh, I wish.
Well,
She spit me in my face.
I'm kind of disappointed in this captain for not backing up his dude.
I am so disappointed in him.
I wish he would have let that officer do whatever he needed
Because
to do to Anselmo.
they could just trespass him.
Oh, they can.
And that happens far too often in these post offices, where they have every right to trespass these people. We've seen it 1,000 times where they actually do, but in too many cases, the cops show up and say, "Oh no, he's good." No, trespass them.
One of them fist bumped Glen Sirio.
Oh yeah, I saw,
I
and
hate
it
that.
was sad. It was a sad moment. And somebody that works at a post office actually sent me a memo
Yep.
that from the postal service to all these post offices that said observe and report and do not engage.
I hate that.
And I'm thinking, what? No, trespass them. You know,
There just need to be wanted posters all over America with the faces of all these frauditors. Do not allow these people inside any building. They need to be, put in quarantine.
Right. And I think the ones that want to run up on like traffic stops and traffic accidents and get right in the middle of it, I think the cops should cuff them, put them in the back of the car, and then once they're done with the traffic stop or the accident, take them out of the car, uncuff them, let them go.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
That would stop it immediately. I don't know, because I'm not a lawyer, I don't know if that's legally feasible, but I know they are allowed to detain people for safety purposes.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're going to get in the middle of the traffic stop or the interaction, you don't need to arrest them. Just cuff them, put them in the back of the car. They don't get to make their video. And then once you're done, like, okay, you're free to go.
LNH does that's something, the internal PA system. Just play Disney music over it.
Yeah, that's I was saying that too, like police stations, post offices.
Yeah.
There's 2 problems with that. From a police standpoint, I've actually talked to the director of a police department, and they said that although they can understand that it could be a deterrent for those type of folks to walk around, it breaches the code of ethics, and so they won't be doing that. Matter of fact, there was an officer that did do that to a frauditor, and he ended up getting some administrative, issues back at work because of it. The other thing is that YouTube has a new feature where if you're playing music in the background of something and it's copyrighted, they have a beta feature that can remove it.
Oh.
They don't know how to
They
use
give me
that.
a strike. They give me a strike when it's in the background.
Yeah, but
They-
don't worry about it. Frauditors don't know how to use anything on YouTube. They just stream and upload. That's what they do. And if they live stream, they can't do that,
Every single Saturday when Artie and I go live and watch the dash cams. There's always some song on the radio. I get a flag from the stream, and then I go in and I hit the button, and it does it by the next day.
Why doesn't fair use apply to songs on the radio and stuff like that?
Good question.
I don't know.
Because music is weird.
You're not critiquing the song.
Okay.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the song's just incidental. Because I had one where somebody was flipping out in a Walmart, and Walmart was playing the music, and they didn't take the video down, but the video was no longer monetizable. Because of the music in the background.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if frauditing is just the whole new, what you call it? You remember how they had the pranks, the social experiments channels for a while?
Right.
Like, this is just the adaptation of that.
Right. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Their days are numbered, and this isn't going to last because people are going to adapt to it. We've already seen the adaptations of a lot of towns' laws and things. So it's just a matter of time. I don't know what these people are going to do because, as far as I can tell, they have no life skills. They have no discernible talent or marketable skill that they can use other than what they're doing, which is the reason that they're doing what they're doing, is because it's the only way they can make ends meet.
Yeah, apparently the prank channels that got releases for people to appear in their videos survived, but the most of them that didn't, they got sued into oblivion.
Right.
By people that were featured.
Because image laws are a thing.
Yep.
Right. So, yeah, I think once towns, start making adjustments for these things, because, I mean, how long are these municipalities and states going to let their employees get, pushed around by these idiots because of loopholes in the laws? These loopholes are going to get closed. And
not fast enough for my taste.
Well, no, not fast enough, but eventually. And then what are these people going to do when they have no source of income?
Who cares?
Oh, no, I don't care. I'm happy to see them, starve, but they can't see that far into the future. They don't realize that. I mean, we all realize that sooner or later we're going to run out of this sort of content. We're going to have to change formats because
I'm already thinking about it.
Yeah, we all are, because they're going to be done. I think that they think they're going to be doing this their whole life.
That's stupid.
Right.
So there's actually, you guys know me for the experimental guy of YouTube, probably.
Yes.
I do so many experiments. I've noticed that if you do something along the lines of 3 videos a week, or maybe 4 videos a week, do 1 video for yourself. But that I mean 3 videos, the content you usually give to your audience, and then just one day is your day where you do a video for yourself to experiment with something else, just to have a look at how it will perform and how it will be received by your subscribers, and to have some kind of variety on the channel. That is what I'm gonna try next month. Just gonna have 1 day in the week just to test some other stuff. Long format is also pretty good.
I was thinking of doing a live stream on my secondary channel. I'm working out keeping it casual, and I wanted to do Tyrants and Truth Seekers, where it's like Dungeons and Dragons, except you have to play a Moor, a Sovset, a Frogger, an Anti-Masker, and the DM will be there to walk you through your encounters with the tyrants, the police and the law, and instead of going on adventures, you end up in court and pulled over and shit like that.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested, let me know, and I'll start drawing up some things.
Rolled 0 for charisma.
I'll be there.
Roll 0 for charisma. You are now Glen Serio.
We can
Natural
have
20, smelly man.
Is that something you have teams like creators versus our subs, maybe?
Yeah, it would kind of be like that. Like we would have creators be some of the enemies that the truth seekers would have to go
Oh,
against.
fun.
So we'd have to play the opposite side.
Oh my god, that's crazy fun.
Yeah.
So like what Ragical was saying, I try to like do, a couple of videos a week, and then I do one video on my OnlyFans, for myself.
Yeah, but
once a
that
week.
paywall, man.
Yeah.
Do you really think you're worth $49.99 a month?
No, I have 0 subscribers on my OnlyFans, but I just
Check
keep
again.
uploading. Did Glenn subscribe?
No, Artie.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, I subscribed to his, so he probably subscribed to mine.
Oh, I see reciprocation. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, anyway, I think it's starting to wind down. So,
The video?
well, the
What?
views and everything. So, do we want to?
We still have 441 people watching.
It's 443.
Oh,
Jesus.
Jesus.
You read numbers like that guy in my video
No,
earlier.
it was 441 when I read it.
It's 444. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah, it says
fucking hell.
444 over here.
Article 1, Section 10, silver and gold is the only legal tender.
Boy.
Wait.
What did the guy in my video earlier when he was talking about my subscriber count, and he said 1,025K? Like,
I remember that. That was stupid.
really?
That was on the fucking level of minus. What the hell was the
10,
thing?
10 to the negative
GM
17. Was
Yeah,
the
10 to the-
number.
So you got
Short-term
over a
analysis,
million subscribers.
Like,
Yeah,
I-
that's
I
1.2
wish-
million.
I wish I had 1,025K subscribers.
How?
What is that,
How? I just want to know how the brain works on that guy.
It doesn't, honey. It doesn't.
When your toothbrush and your teeth don't meet very frequently.
Right. The thing is, he even took a break. He was like, how many subscribers does he have? Hold on, let me look. And then there was this long pause. And he said 1,025K. And I'm like, that's nearly 10 times my actual subscribers.
Yeah.
So I mean, thanks, guy. Like, I wish that was true. I could actually retire and just do YouTube, but
You'd be a gold play button.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I wouldn't have this silly silver thing behind me.
No, the stupid little silver mother.
Stupid silver play button.
I
Well-
figured the other day. I figured that by April you'll have 200,000 subscribers. So 200,000.
It depends on.
You
if
almost did
YouTube-
it too.
I almost did it too. Yeah.
Depends on if YouTube
200,000
keeps
K
playing there.
Yeah.
So the next step is gold, right? And when you get
Yep.
a million,
And then after gold, every million you get another one.
Nice.
yeah, that's cool. I don't think that's in the cards, but we'll see.
No, it is, and I want one of the million ones. I want a gold one.
Any word from your attorney on I'm a little teapot, short and stout,
Yeah.
pro se litigants?
Oh yeah, no, I already have answered up on that. Like,
Well, no, I mean anything more recent than the last. I know that your attorney said, "Don't
He
worry
didn't
about
serve.
it."
He didn't
yeah,
serve him.
he said call me if you get actually like served in real life instead of like some nonsense. Like this whole nonsense paperwork that he sent me about waiving service. My lawyer was like, "That's not a thing." The only time that you waive service in Virginia is like if it's like an uncontested divorce, you can waive service. If it's like child custody thing that you've already agreed to the terms of, you can waive service. That's like the only time. He's like in a contested situation, he's like, there's no such thing as waiving service. I said, so how do I respond? He was like, don't.
Yeah.
Which was my initial response. I was like, why would I even respond to this nonsense? But You know, I'm not an idiot, so I went and talked to a lawyer, and he said, you know, don't do anything. And I said, well, you know, do I need to retain you? I was like, you know, if you're worried about me being able to pay you, you know, I could pay you, you know, and retain you. He was like, you don't need anything. He was like, call me back if you get actually served. He was like, other than that, you know, have a nice day. And I walked out of there without spending a dime.
That's awesome.
I just gotta tell you, I think he doesn't understand served. I think he's gonna show up at your house with a ghetto blaster and serve you.
No, he did.
You gotta dance your ass off.
No, yeah, like in
South Park.
Yeah.
You got served.
He did send me an email and threatened to have other YouTubers come to my house and
serve him
and serve me. But again, this is how stupid this guy is. He lives in the same state as me, and he claims to be a legal expert.
Yep.
That's not how service works in Virginia.
And if you have $2,500, you can get his expert legal advice.
You can retain him. Yes. There's two ways that you can serve someone in Virginia. You can have the sheriff's department do it, or you can hire a process server. Some idiot frauditor YouTubers that come to your house, it doesn't matter what they drop off. That's not service. And I would be in the same obligation that I'm in now, is just absolute ignore it.
Okay.
Cool.
So I would probably call the lawyer back and say, hey, some idiot, you know, YouTubers showed up and they dropped off this paperwork, and he'd probably look at it and be like, nah, dude, you're good.
Yeah.
Because that's not how you serve somebody in Virginia. A simple Google search will show you this, but our legal expert friend from Fredericksburg does not seem to understand this.
He can't read.
He's in his pillow fort. You know, he's having a good time. He's making half-ass rap songs that nobody listens to.
I don't think he's having a good time.
I listen to four
Oh,
of them.
I have a question. Did anybody find the Glen Stereo talking about Schrodinger video? Anybody?
I guess it was maybe it was a joke. Usually it does that on his main channel.
Okay.
The only
If
thing
it was
I've
a joke,
ever seen-
throw it in the chat.
Yeah.
Car shopping has changed. Canada Drive
It has?
offers you a smarter.
What?
No,
I'm
put that
curious.
back. I want to hear about how car shopping has changed.
I wanna test something.
I think I found a car, guys.
Wait,
I
I wanna test something. If I clap my hands, I wanna hear you guys sound off. I just wanna hear the delays, what the delay is from my hand, because I feel like I am interrupting certain people. So here we go.
You are. Hi. I heard you.
Are you gonna clap?
No, my microphone is compressed.
I heard
Okay.
it. I said hi
If I
as soon as I heard it.
If I say go, okay?
All right.
Go.
Go.
Hi.
So Canada and is
They
it
didn't.
completely
They
off
didn't
limits
care.
there? No, they didn't care.
Cliff's frozen, I think. Oh no, he's just
What?
dead.
No.
Holy shit! He's just
I'm
Dead.
just
keeping absolutely
marveling,
still.
marveling at how someone in the chat thinks my last name is Roberts. I think.
No.
It's funny. My microphone didn't actually pick up the clap.
It
thing.
did. I said hi when you clapped.
I thought it was like, your chair just creaking very slightly.
No.
Yeah,
I said,
no, that was my old chair did that. I have a new chair.
nobody cares.
I didn't respond because I don't answer questions.
Because
I
nobody
knew
cares.
Yo, but don't you answer claps?
I don't answer claps.
Of course you do. You're a narcissist.
I mean, you're a cat, so pss, 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 pss,
Kitty.
So many people think I'm a narcissist.
You
Really?
are.
Some people actually think you're a cat, and then
Not
you just turn on your camera.
malignant.
They just
No.
misspell it. It's arsonist.
Oh, actually, my best friend thinks I'm an arsonist too.
Oh my.
My
Okay.
house burned down in 2005, and he thinks that I did it.
Oh shit, that's not
To
good.
this day,
Really? You're not kidding?
no, ask him. He
That's
thinks
not good.
he thinks that I burned down my own house for the insurance money.
That's bad.
I mean, did you?
Did you? Jinx.
He doesn't really believe it. He says that he
Oh.
believes it because, like me, he's an asshole.
Oh.
He's
Yeah.
he's a sailor, you know.
Asshole.
Like everything that ever happens, he says that I'm behind it.
You are.
He's accused me of some of the, like, we're best friends for about 23 odd years now.
Mm-hmm.
And we both have the same sense of humor, which basically means nothing is off limits, except like our children. So he accuses me. He's the one that started the Facebook page. I hate Cliff.
I hate Cliff Overby. Right.
Yeah, he's the one that started it, even though he won't admit to it. So yeah, we accuse each
public
other
page?
of every horrible thing.
Yeah.
But when he showed up, you know, when a Category 5 hurricane was coming to Florida and he showed up at my house, like, him and his family were welcome to stay here, you know, because that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're actually best friends that take care of each other, but we also at the same time accuse each other of the most horrible things that
How cute.
yeah.
Simply precious.
So you and Glen Serio both have a Facebook page praising you with fanboyism, and
Mm-hmm.
No,
Glen Serio is a dick, and I hate Cliff Overby. Those are basically
you
the
go.
same pages.
Yeah, he started this Facebook page with an actual picture of me,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called I Hate Cliff Overby, and he would make the most horrible, hateful, like racist quotes and attribute them to me
As it
and
should be.
post them on there on that page as if I had said those things.
Mm-hmm.
And like just everything horrible about a person like that you could accuse somebody of, it would be posted on there periodically. And the thing is, on the West Coast, I live on the East Coast of the US. On the West Coast of the US, there was this lawyer named Cliff Overby. And he started getting like hate mail because they thought it was him. And and they thought that, you know, he was saying these things. And I found out, you know, because I wasn't the moderator of the page, obviously. I would just go on there and laugh because I knew it was him, even though he said it wasn't. But this guy was flipping out, like, what the fuck? You know, I've got a law firm I'm trying to run here, and this shit's happening. The whole time I'm just sitting back laughing. The only way that it stopped was when I got ready to retire from the Navy. I was like, look, I need to actually get like a real person job. And, they, check social media these days when you're looking for a high-end job. And it would be like, I told him, like, it would be really nice if this page went away so that I could actually find a job on the pay scale that I deserve. And suddenly the page came down. So that's further confirmation that it was him. To this day, he will never admit it, but it was him.
Super chats.
All right.
Yeah, let's do super chats and then get out of here. What do y'all say?
Yep.
We've been going
Alright,
almost
fine.
3 hours.
All right. Brian Showman for $1.99. No message. Thank you. Tones the Geek for $2 says Glen Serio, first offendment odor tour.
Cute.
Clever.
Very.
UKPI for £2. The Fridge, 85 bears should have body slammed him.
He kind of did look like the Fridge, didn't he?
Refrigerator, yeah.
Yeah. William the Refrigerator Perry?
Yeah, we're all dating ourselves by recognizing.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
That was in the 80s, so yeah.
Yeah. Aaron,
Great
$5.
Super Bowl though. Sorry.
No problem. Aaron for $5 says your metaphor mostly works, Kick, except that marijuana has positive uses and frauditors don't.
Yeah. I read that, and I will concede to that point.
Iceman for Canadian $6.99 says I'll paste the link in chat as I can, but SJV news 6 days ago or so. Okay, I don't know what that's about.
What, did he make a video about me or something?
Maybe he got arrested. I don't know. We'll have to check into that. Biggs for Australian $5 says, I just can't understand what they get from frauditing private businesses, not protecting First Amendment, and I know that from Australia.
It's that they're running out of material, so they have to
They're
start
all doing it now.
Right, yeah, they're all doing it, you know, and they say the same thing. They're like, let's see if they respect our, you know, First Amendment right. You don't have a First Amendment right at a private business.
Yeah.
Private businesses, it's a scary thing because the private businesses, and maybe I'm projecting here a little bit, have policies stating, oh, well, we don't allow, you know, guns or, you know, weapons. So who's to say that some unhinged, you know, whack job frauditor is going to show up at the workplace of actual employees, nobody tied to the government, and now you've got a fool running around with a gun, you know?
Right.
And people in those businesses can't defend themselves because of company policy and because they follow the fucking policy.
Right. Well, you had the guy that, you know, that I made the follow-up about today. In my original video where he got arrested, he was in the parking lot and he kept saying that it was public, but it was inside the fence. It was in their actual parking lot. And he was so stupid that he didn't even understand. So like they're so dumb that they don't even understand the difference between where property lines are, and they keep saying this thing, public easement. There is no such thing in the world as a public easement. That is an oxymoron.
Oh, really?
You can't have. Why would you need a public easement? Like if it's public, you don't need an easement.
Right.
An easement.
Good point.
An easement is an infringement on private property for the purpose of, you know, a public access, or like to bury, you know, like they came
now
up,
I remember you telling us that.
right?
Yeah.
They came up our street and they buried these fiber optic lines, and you know there's light poles on our street. There's a Verizon box in my front yard, but that's my property. But they just infringed on it for that purpose. But that's still my private property. That doesn't mean that you can stand there and film my house. There is no such thing in the world as a public easement, because that's like saying I don't like pizza hamburger. It's like two things that aren't the same thing. Like
pizza hamburger.
I don't know. I did just two things that aren't the same.
I get it.
It's like Earth space.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like
Glen Serio and soap.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So moving on. Tom Hunter for $4.99 says, I think for many YouTube auditors, it's not about knowing the laws. It's about provoking authorities to altercation in the hope they'll get views and make dollars.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's not just the dollars on YouTube. It's that they hope that they can get their vexatious litigation passed across to the courts so that way they can make bank that way and support their narrative.
Yeah, get the go away money. Lynn Klassen for $4.99. Have any of y'all ever asked a flat earther where the edge of the earth is? If so, what was the response? Love to y'all from Texas.
Antarctica is a ring around the edge. It's an ice wall.
Yeah, you get either the ice wall that you can't go to because the Antarctic Treaty that doesn't say what they say it says, or you get it's infinite, and they cite Admiral Byrd, which makes me
bullshit,
like insanely enraged because Admiral Byrd doesn't say what they say he said.
No, he doesn't.
And
I've take it out.
Yeah, I've documented that. Ragical's probably got something to say about this as well.
Oh yeah, I find it hilarious that every time they talk about circumnavigating Antarctica, if you go to from if you go from west to east, you have to make a what is it, starboard turn?
I don't know.
Got to go to the right.
If you were going from west to east, yeah, you would have to make a starboard turn.
So they don't understand that if it is a flat Earth with circling ice wall around it, so the water doesn't fall off.
They
basically admitting that gravity is a thing.
They don't understand.
You gotta go to port.
Yeah, they don't understand anything about navigation.
Yeah. Milena C for £449 says, why is it being abusive to cops a crime in the USA? In the UK, that is a criminal offense.
I wish. Oh God, I wish it was.
I think it's the free speech thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got mixed feelings on.
I wish we were like the Netherlands. I think they have a good balance, don't you?
Yeah, we need to strike a better balance.
Insulting officers like these idiots do is basically a public order offense, and you're not allowed to actually insult government employees.
So when they say don't go home and beat your wife, they can be arrested for that? That's good.
Yeah, so there's kind of the police officers over here also have a much better way to de-escalate the situation, which is basically putting them in cuffs and taking them downtown.
I love that.
I've noticed that American police officers being in the picture, media attention and all that stuff.
Right.
They have been a bit apprehensive of actually picking up a person and throwing them outside. Like I said, it's really strange to me to see that. They're not, you got really bouncers as well, right?
It's really bad over here right now.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, cuff them, put them in the back of the car until you're done with whatever you're doing, and then take them back out, let them go,
and let them play outside again.
Solve the problem.
Yeah.
But the cops are under so much scrutiny right now, and they're probably getting told from their captains and chiefs to to watch yourself, which is just exacerbating the problem.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah. Stephen Alley for $2 says Canadian moose are like our Navy SEALs. Okay. All right. Kit 190 for $5 says Schrodinger's cat show or Marvel Girl the Sea View. Best attack sub ever and has a large window on front to see the battle. I think it's a fictional submarine.
Oh. I was going to say, damn it. Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm just responding to someone in chat. It turns out Archangel 3, there's a strong chance in 3 weeks she's going to have a new pup. So I was going to show after. It's a silly picture of her anyway. He's sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good.
Ridge 152 for $2 says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all, or get zapped.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bo Panku for member for 2 months. Welcome to the bunkers.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
I'll be updating the scroll, which I forgot to print out. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sirsp for $4.99 says, Paul S. here. You all do a fantastic job reporting these frauditors and showing what jackasses they truly are.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Many thanks.
We love to do it. Slapping dumb around.
More thanks.
Thank you.
Judy, more than Marvel.
More than Kick.
No, you.
Twice as much. You. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Judy, you got this for $4.99. Says, it happened when my dad got sick. Over 10 years later, it still stings. My brain knows it was the cancer. My heart is still a 10-year-old girl.
Yeah, I hear that, babe. I hear that.
Aaron Rod for $5 says, it also hurts to watch a loved one go through hospice. Home hospice is brutal on the family.
Yeah, it
seen
was.
that twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Roger.
didn't like. Oh, sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
didn't like staying in the hospital because when Dad was in hospice, Mom and I stayed in the room with him. Then home hospice was hard because I didn't trust the nurses. I wanted to do it. So yeah, it's none of it's good, right? None of it. Good.
Roger Sattler for Canadian $50 says, how long before one of these frauditors, in quotes, winds up getting shot?
It's already happened.
Yeah. Furry Potato got shot.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
it was just a flesh wound, though.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna happen for real.
Floyd.
Sometime soon.
Yeah, Floyd.
Giggling morons in the.
Sorry, wait, one at a time. Schrodinger,
Yeah.
let Schrodinger go.
I was just saying PhD Tony's in the chat, just saying hi to him.
That's what I figured it was going to be short. Go ahead, Schrodinger.
Only real person.
That's what she said.
Go ahead, Raj.
I would actually forgot.
Oh, sorry.
I'm doing all kinds of stuff right now, so I was kind of half.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ragical's too important and busy for us. He's
That's
almost a
right,
real
I am.
person, you might say.
Cinda Lucian for $10 says, what will happen is states will start passing laws that restrict everyone's freedoms because they have to find a way to shut these jackwagons. Thank you, VF, for that great word. Oregon already has.
Yeah, I don't think they really need to restrict freedom in any way. They just need to close some of these loopholes that these people are exploiting. Because honestly, everybody already expects that. You just look at the visceral reactions of these people. They already expect that this is not anything that they want to be legal. You know, as far as just coming in and to a health department and start filming people, they already expect that this should not be, something that should happen. So if it were to be restricted, like, it's not restricting anybody's civil rights because we already all expect that it should be illegal. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just some loopholes they're exploiting. That's
right.
Okay. Sam I Am, member for 8 months. Debunker says, Silly Silver Things is a good name for a band. In reference to your silver play button comment. This is a follow-up from Iceman Super Chat. He said, so last time SJV News was here about 6 days ago, Illinois Wesleyan private college student said, First Amendment and 4th Amendment rights violated because he was trespassed from the private school because they get some public funding. Okay, so that's what
that's not how that works. Like, so my alma mater gets public funding. So can you just go hang out in their dorms?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh.
And PhD Tony in the chat says, I think we need stronger anti-harassment laws. I agree.
That'd be wonderful if we did.
Because really, that's what a lot of this is they just go harass people. And it pisses me off to no end that they seem to target our, especially our more seasoned women. And I picked
older women.
Yes, that aggravates me because I think of my mom. Of course, she's beyond the age that she would be working at one of these places. But go back 10 years, and she may have been one of these office ladies that they go and they put the camera in there, and you know, that's somebody's mom, that's somebody's grandma, you know, and she doesn't know what the hell's going on. And that's who they seem to target at least 65% of the time. And I just want to go punch them in the throat. So, yeah, I agree with Tony. We need stronger anti-harassment laws.
That's what we have in the Netherlands, though. I mean,
Yeah.
if you are openly
Tony, you're a
disturbing, if you are openly disturbing the peace, like what these guys always do, you're gonna get the cops called on you, and it's not gonna be back and forth of talking. No, you're just gonna go downtown. You're gonna get a big fine.
Cool.
PhD Tony put in the chat, I think of your mom quite fondly too, Schrodinger's cat.
Oh,
You asshole. You fucking
oh my
asshole.
god, that was weird.
If you knew my mom, you would apologize because she's the nicest lady ever.
One of the things that comes up very frequently is people use the term harassment, but it depends on your state's laws. And the most common definition is that it's a course of conduct, right?
Right.
Well, let's finish off the definition. It's a course of conduct which annoys, threatens, intimidates, alarms, or puts a person in fear of their safety. It's not just conduct. It is a course of conduct. So it's going to be an overtime type of thing. I would say what they do if they're just visiting this one place and there's some people that are agitated, it definitely falls under provocation. But if, let's say, they went back to the same place every single day after the same people, then that would fall within harassment.
But that's what they often do.
Well, and that's true. LDOF even said that he went to the jail in Russellville 3 days in a row. So,
Right.
yes, that could be qualified as harassment. But, PayPal Patty and Earl and Floyd showing up in West Texas for 1 day wouldn't be harassment. That would be provoking. The fact is that it's unethical behavior, which pisses us off at the core. But it's a pattern of behavior in different jurisdictions. So that's what makes it difficult.
How long does it take to become a pattern? Because if I show up and I say I want a public records request, and you give me a public records request, and then you just stand there and you just keep recording, and you keep asking questions, that don't make any sense, like
Patty does,
right? And you just keep on and on and on. I think in one stay you could meet that bar.
And that's the thing. The law is not written to be black and white like it used to be with the whole due process and what's the other one? There are two police models that were used in the 1950s that go hand in hand. You've got your due process, which feeds off of your crime control model, and crime control is just black and white, reading the law. Okay, you guys are harassing people, let's lock them up, and then we put them through the due process. Nowadays, they're looking into the minutia, and things have gotten very complicated. So the interpretation of law is going to be different in jurisdiction.
And that's why I think that these laws are going to be updated in a way that's going to make it really hard for these frauditors to keep frauding.
Yeah, absolutely. No law was written. No law that affects our rights was written because of somebody good.
Yeah.
Right.
Miranda was a bad guy.
Terry was a bad guy.
Right. It's sort of like, we talk about in the military, our military instructions, as far as, especially with safety, we say that all of these instructions were written in blood because something bad happened, and then we, updated our instructions, with respect to safety. It's going to be the same thing with frauditors, and that's why I say they're counterproductive.
It's the exact same way in aviation. All those crashes have paved the way for much safer air travel.
Yeah, with the military as well. Military aviation, like all those instructions that we have in military aviation are written in blood.
Yep. Okay. Inflatable KMH for $5 says, just got back from work. Sorry I missed a good deal of the stream. I just wanted to say I love all the work the panelists have done. Simon Mitchner for £5 says, the comment about Glenn reviewing the video was a joke about him being employed by YouTube as a reviewer, hence the appeal being turned down.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Stephen Alley for $2 says, I can't.
Wait.
Oh,
I got one for that.
Okay, yeah.
Stephen Alley for $2 United States. I can't like any videos until Google Girl is released. Don't worry, Stephen. That old hag AMG has no power here.
Oh, jeez.
So now you can freely like the video, Stephen.
Excuse me for 1 second. I kicked him.
Jesus.
Come on.
Kind of harsh.
Okay.
We'll be back. You know.
The Script Cat for $5 says, legalized drugs just dropped a new video. Sheriff makes propaganda video warning public of danger of auditors. They want to be, yeah, in quotes, they want to be in your face.
Of
So
course
the
they
sheriff
do.
made a video?
Yeah, legalized drugs made a video about the sheriff giving a warning about frauditors.
Oh.
There's tons of
I thought
videos
the
about
sheriff
fraud.
made the video.
No,
Yeah.
legalized drugs did.
Legalized drugs made a video about the sheriff making a video.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, propaganda videos. What are you
So
termed
the
it?
sheriff made a video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's probably the one that's been out there forever.
Okay. Well,
Probably, yeah.
I mean, we can check real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it for supers, so.
I guess we could check that and then
Let me
get out
see.
of here.
Well, so you don't want the one, the other one we talked about. Oh, yeah, we didn't get that one. All right, that was a joke. Right. Legalized drugs I'm looking for. Okay, let me. I think there should be a couple of sheriffs to make videos. Sheriff makes propaganda video. Yeah. Let's see. Pop. Palm Beach. Oh, look who's back.
Oh yeah, Palm Beach. Yep, that's the one I shared. And that was about a couple months ago.
Very funny. Very funny.
You should have known there was going to be retribution, Tina.
Yeah, I guess I should have.
Now you listen here.
Kick him again.
I will.
All right, so I guess let's go around
Video?
the room and.
Oh, you told me to put the video on.
Oh, I didn't. Well, did we determine whether it was the one that we've all already seen?
I'll show you, and you can tell me.
Wait. Did you know you could remove yourself from stream? What kind of option is that?
Good. If you need a sneeze, maybe? I don't know.
Here, I'm dropping the link in the chat. This is the same one that I shared back in, when was this? I shared it probably 2 months ago. Yeah, Palm Beach Crime Watch. All the frauditors got to it and started downvoting it. And they give this very overdone example of what a First Amendment auditor will look like. But the reality is that, I mean, they're all over the top and cringeworthy anyway. So
Yeah, I think.
So we don't want to watch it. Okay.
Well, it's everybody's already seen it.
I haven't.
At least all of
I'll
us
watch
have.
it later.
It makes a good point, though, is that the police, at least in Palm Beach, are aware of their unethical behavior. And they tell people, look, you know, don't engage them, ignore them, because they hate that and they'll go away. Plain and simple.
Yeah,
and the auditors don't fucking like it because they're not getting the attention that they didn't get from their parents.
Right.
Cool.
I've seen more and more that they go up to these traffic stops and everything, and the cop, you know, just says, oh, you're one of those auditors. Yeah, good luck putting this on Facebook. Don't care. And that's another reason that they're going to go away, is just people are just going to stop caring. And that's another reason why I've said that they're going to have to ramp it up and become more extreme. And that's why they're going to private businesses, because the cops don't care anymore. The cops just like, yeah, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have to start going to people's houses, and they have to start going to private businesses, and they have to start going to funerals. And I mean, what's next? They're running out of options, and so they just have to keep getting more extreme. And like, how many of them are in jail now? Like, Furry Potato is under indictment. News Now Houston's under indictment. Glen Serio's under indictment and is facing jail time pending appeal. Carolina Tyrant Hunters got jail time pending appeal. The one little kid from New England whose name is escaping me is in prison. The guy from Colorado is in prison. Like, they're all going to jail, or just running out of options, like PayPal Patty whose channel is just dying. Their days are numbered. End of rant.
Thank you.
Did you just?
What?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, that's funny.
What?
/ end of rant.
No, I was thanking him for the information. For what he said. I was not being rude at that moment. In that moment. He just paid me, so.
Are you saying that you love him because you're contractually obligated to?
Obligated, yes, exactly. At
Okay.
this moment, yes.
Is it in your contract?
Mm-hmm.
AMG loves you because I've been paid.
Yeah, I paid her about an hour ago, so she's happy now.
I'm ordering dinner, so okay.
She can get her cocaine now.
It doesn't flow as well as
Ooh.
Gosh you do.
Ooh.
Oh.
She's like, I really need my fix, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
You need
Alright.
a cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, Milana.
Yeah,
they went to a funeral. It was Silent Boy.
Silence Boy.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
one I featured
Horrible.
today. It's on Schrodinger's Cat's video channel as well. Video channel. What the hell am I? Like a
Yeah.
boomer. It's on his video channel. On his page.
On my talking picture box.
On your site.
Now in color vision.
Owen. Yeah.
Technicolor, yeah.
All right, so we're going around the room to say goodnight.
Yep. If you're done with your cocaine, you can pick who you want to go.
That's a
don't do
cooperative YouTube bot. That's a cooperative cane she's walking around with. I mean, I just saved you, man. I just saved you.
I'll let you go, but no.
Arisen,
Okay, Kick.
Arisen, I will vape as much as I want. Every man's got his poison. This is mine.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many like it, but this one is mine. Anyway, that's
That was weird.
yeah, it is weird. I will kill myself slowly the way I choose. So, thanks for having me on. Glad to be here. Much love to all of you. And I guess you can kick.
I will kick.
Kick rocks.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Pick rocks.
Bye. Okay, Ragical.
Hello.
Wait, Ragical usually goes for last because he does a little thingy.
No, I don't.
No, you're not gonna? You're gonna
Maybe.
be okay, you're gonna last then.
Damn it.
Cliffy.
All right, so let's do the last two things here. Forrest Craig, member for 4 months, Debunkers, says, one day I hope Idaho will legalize marijuana. I think most states will.
Mm-hmm.
Idaho. Idaho.
As a bitch. Sorry.
Inflatable
Everybody
KMH.
already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Inflatable KMH, member for 2 months, upgraded membership to Skeptics.
Nice.
All right. That is it. So I would like to say thank you for having me. It was Wonderful as always. Love you all, and thanks for the super chats.
Would you like me to kick you, or you want to stay?
I'll stay.
Is he free to go or free to stay?
Well, he's free to go.
Then is he free to stay?
No, but I can't kick him. I'm not allowed. Okay, Schrodinger. We let Ragical go last because he does his little ending thing for you. So.
Yeah, he does a happy ending.
He does the happy ending.
She forced me. She's
Said it.
always forcing me. Help.
Hey.
If I blink twice, can't help. Damn it.
I put up with all this shit.
Do 2 face palms if you want me to call the authorities.
Oh.
Damn it, the cannon exploded.
He should be so lucky.
Yeah, explosions typically how we end these things.
Right.
Anyway, shit. Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
God bless you. Still God bless you.
Okay.
Zoom date.
We got a Dutch saying if you do 3 times, it's gonna be nice weather. Hey, there we go. Nice.
There we go.
Now we gotta have nice weather.
All right. It's cooled down nicely around here lately. So, what happens if
the world's
There
gonna
we go
explode? No!
again!
That's the Armageddon is gonna start.
now it's a hurricane.
Oh,
Okay.
good job.
So anyway, what the hell was I gonna say? Thanks everybody for showing up. Gonna try not to sneeze for a 5th time.
Gonna restart the universe.
Yeah. Shit. I lost my whole train of thought. Sneezing.
Did you sneeze?
Everything went out its nose. It's just gone.
Yeah. All my thoughts have gone away. But yeah, thanks everybody for showing up. We just sort of had a bullshit session tonight, and it was fun. We'll do one, next Sunday and stuff and things, and
There'll probably be a subject next Sunday, guys. Oh, wait. Tones the Geek. Did you get that one?
Nope. $5 says if a auditor came to one of my family's funerals, we'd be digging a second hole.
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
People did want to get involved with him.
Super quick story. That's how the Patriot Guard got started, because of Westboro Baptist Church. Was picketing soldiers' funerals, and so bikers created the Patriot Guard, and they would get in between the Westboro people and the funeral and dare them, to cross, into the funeral. And that pretty much ended Westboro picketing
No
military funerals.
Oh, military funerals. Really?
Right.
You don't think I see them too much to think they don't still do it. Maybe on a down low.
Well, at a minimum, they don't do it in military towns.
Right.
Because I know around here, the Patriot Guard, I signed up with them. I never, I got so busy that I just never was able to actually do a ride with them. But I was signed up and got all the emails and everything. And they would say, this funeral is on this day. And we would, I'll say, would go out there, and, there would just be hundreds of them. And, Westboro was like 30 people. And then, so are they going to cross through a line of like 300 bikers to go to a military funeral? Of course they're not. So
I love how they painted the pride flag on the house across the street.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
So,
all right.
Yeah, that was a side note. Anyway, yeah, I'm back out of YouTube jail, so I'll be making some more videos. I've got no idea when I'm going back on travel. I know I'm going to Philadelphia at some point, but just waiting for the government to sign a contract. But yeah, it's the end of the fiscal year, so things slowed down, when it gets close to October 1st, and then Once October 1st happens and all the new money comes in, then all the new
We'll get
contracts
rid
get
of them.
signed, and that's probably probably October 2nd is when I'm going to go back on the road.
And that's the day Nicole's gonna celebrate.
Yeah, she's probably pretty sick of me.
Yeah.
If y'all don't hear from me anymore, it's just because I've, used up all my luck with her, and she stabbed me. So, if so, she'll probably text Tina, and Tina will,
To hide the body.
let everybody know that I am no longer with you people. Anyway,
No, I'll cover for her.
yeah, no, she didn't do it. He just disappeared.
He told me he was
Never
going
mind,
for a ride.
never mind that freshly dug hole in the backyard.
I would never let her bury a body.
Amy,
I told you.
Amy Shrow. What question didn't I answer? If you ask it real quick, I'll answer it.
Let me see if I find it.
Chesrow, I think is how you say it.
She said, "Bless you." I know that. Looking around for Amy's question. Looking for Amy's question.
I just happened to glance up at the chat and saw it.
Which you never do.
Apparently, the plot hole needs 73 to get to 5,500. So,
Yeah,
you
let's
said
get
that
the room.
earlier.
Amy, just put it back in the chat, honey. I can only go so far back. What were your favorite ship you served on?
My favorite ship that I served on, that would have to be hands down the patrol coastal ships. You got a 185-foot ship with about 25 sailors on it, and it can go in excess of 35 knots. It's sort of like driving a fishing boat, like a really big fishing boat. And it was fun.
So there's less people on it, you're saying?
Yeah.
You have more room.
No. It was a tiny ship. You didn't have more room, but it was sort of like serving in the pirate navy. Like, we didn't have all the rules. Like, we would shoot guns off of the bridge wings. I remember throwing grenades off the fantail. I remember
why not?
I remember jumping off of the bridge wing into the water.
Why would you do that? The grenade thing.
So
because it's fun.
You literally pulled the pin and threw it off the side of the boat?
The fantail, yeah. As you're doing about 5 knots, that way by the time it blows up, you're far enough away.
And you know who's not far away from it? The fish.
Yeah, we also fished off the fantail
with grenades.
You don't have to blow them up.
Well, no, we would fish. I remember.
What if there's a dolphin swimming by?
You got rocket launchers for those.
You killed without even using them. It's wasteful. It's mean.
There's
a family of fish.
There's not a lot of dolphins in the Arabian Gulf.
Well, there could be a family of fish going by, or
a school.
A submarine.
Did you ever find Nemo?
Yeah, I think I blew up Nemo.
Could have been a submarine.
But yeah, we would just go out and unload a magazine of M16 rounds into the water just for fun. We would. I remember standing watch in flip-flops and shorts.
He's not listening to me.
So it was just like pirate navy. It was a whole hell of a lot of fun. So
did you at least go shiver me timbers and then fire your M16?
Yes, yeah, sort of like that. So no, that was hands down my most favorite time on ships. Now my favorite command had to be JSOC, just because I got to see all the secret squirrel, behind the scenes stuff with
the SEALs?
Hunting down and killing the bad guys, which was like super cool. It kind of makes the movies about secret, special ops seem kind of silly. when you see how it's really done. But anyway, we're trying to get out of here, so
Yeah,
I could talk all night
Are
about
we?
this stuff.
You got one more super.
Yeah. Stephen Alley for $2 says we did the same thing with old OBAs. Sharks go boom.
Yes. The so what we would do with the old OBA, which is the
You're gonna need a bigger rocket.
It's a thing that it would create the oxygen. And when you were doing firefighting, you would stick it up into your device, and it would create the oxygen. The OBA stood for oxygen breathing apparatus. We have something different now called a SCBA, which is actually no. It's a what does SCBA stand for? Secure canister breathing apparatus, I think is what it stands for. But in the old OBA, it was a chemical mixture that created the oxygen that you would breathe when you were doing firefighting. The thing is, if you throw these things overboard, once they hit the salt water, they explode. So, we had a lot of fun. Self-contained. Sorry about that. Self-contained breathing apparatus.
That's not scuba?
No. Scuba
that's
is
self-contained underwater
breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
So what's the difference? It's still underwater.
It's without the U.
One has a windscreen wipers, and the other has
That's
windscreen doors.
just dumb.
So Skibo in the chat says you wouldn't shoot at dolphins, would you? What purpose would that serve?
Oh.
No, we would never shoot at dolphins. Like I said, there's I don't think there's any dolphins in the Arabian Gulf. There maybe, but no. Dolphins are usually pretty easy to spot because they're at the surface. But anyway, with we would throw these canisters into the water and then watch them explode, which was a lot of fun.
Mean
to who?
The fish. There's fish there, and you weren't stopping and picking them out to eat.
No, especially not on an aircraft carrier. It's kind of you don't really stop aircraft carriers.
You said it was a smaller boat.
Oh no, but we didn't care. We had
whatever. Can we?
I got an outro if you want to.
Yeah, it's your turn, and then Tina, and then I was already done.
I'm done. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Simon Mitchell says citation required.
I know. Go ahead.
That's not Finny.
Go ahead, Ragical.
All right. I mean.
Bye bye and stay spiffy.
Hey!
For fuck's sake.
No.
Hey, you did do it wrong.
No.
So everyone, remember to tickle the bell and all things around it. Have a look at Kicks and Radical's channel and do it for Cliffy to have a look at a Marvel Girls channel. And we will see you in the next one. Bye bye and stay spiffy. For fuck's sake, did I really have to promote that AMG Chicks channel?
She said she was doing it for my sake.
Okay.
I have nothing to add to that.
I'm just hearing for the first time that Tina has a channel.
Yeah. Even Google Girl knew. For nefarious reasons.
You're lucky I've ordered my dinner and I'm waiting for them.
You got your outro.
Yeah, it's your turn, Tina.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.